Some randev is first to the stream. Autumn_falls_ today is second to the stream.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're doing well. Oh, what a day it's been since the last stream, which I guess was 2 days. What a 2 days it's been. Also, I feel like I look brighter than I normally do. Even more so brighter than I normally do. I don't know what's going on. Every now and then, the camera seems fine, and then at times, not so much. Hold up. Give me 2 seconds. Configure video. Ooh. Okay, that's too much. Now I seem so pale. So pale. What if I turn that auto off? Ooh. And now I'm gone. I never know what to do with these freaking settings. We will set this to be 30. There we go. There's third.
Benedict is third to the stream.
We can start now. Now that we've got third. So, congratulations. And welcome, everyone. Glad to see you here. I feel like this is going to be a never-ending battle of just, like, trying to figure out exactly... Oh, maybe. No. Okay. We're sticking with that. Everybody. I'm just going to look really pale and blue, so there's that. Good times. Anyway, welcome back to the stream. Glad everyone is here. Hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic week so far. Sir, congratulations on being first. And Autumn, I'm so sorry that you didn't get first, but you got second, which is, well, that's one step away from being first. Oh my gosh, I apologize. Whew. I was out picking weeds earlier, and my lungs have still not quite recovered. Neither have my arms or my legs. It is ridiculous how much of a workout. Like, if you don't want to go to the gym, just go pull weeds for like an hour. It is such a workout. Like, it gets your whole body. Arms, shoulders, legs, back, you name it. It gets it. Not good times. But, so I apologize if I'm coughing or anything like that. I'm an old man, and so that kind of thing happens to me. Anyway, you'll need another 100 years to catch up to me. Moon can confirm, in the olden days, I was almost always first. That is true. Autumn, you were first basically every single time. But hey, you know what? I say this is my fault because I did start like 30 seconds early. So technically I threw everybody off. So that's my bad. That is my bad. I was going to start like 5 minutes early, and then I ended up just listening to music instead. So, good times. I was about to make that reference. Oh, the 07? Or another reference. Hey, Moonman, check your DMs. There's something important to my project. I'll need for said project. I suppose I can. Let me get this pulled up here real quick. What do we got here? Oh my goodness. Wait, there's so much. Do you need this? Okay. So the question is, do you need this right now? Or if I responded after stream? I mean, I can read it off screen right now if you'd like. I absolutely can. But let me know if this is something like needs right now, and I'll let you know. I can read it if you need to. Can I get a character on the bottom for being a mod? You know, I guess I probably could. I probably could and probably should. Probably could and should. Yeah, absolutely. Moonman doing weed and his lungs haven't recovered. I mean, that basically covers it. I was doing weed in the backyard and my lungs have not recovered. I so bad. Oh, okay, you did get the reference. I'm never sure if people are going to get that reference. Like, I say it, and then I never expect anyone to get the reference. So I'm glad you got that reference. But then by the time you pointed out the reference, I forgot that I had made the reference. I'm so pale. Anyway, not right now, but just eventually. Okay. I like how I'm so infamously known for, like, not responding to messages that, it's like, hey, can you respond to this? Just to get me to hopefully respond. in a somewhat reasonable manner. Which, speaking of which, everybody, when Bobby shows up and complains that I have not responded to him, we all need to gaslight Bobby and say, what are you talking about? I responded. I definitely responded. The message just have gone to spam or something. I feel so bad. Oh, Bobby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bobby. I will definitely respond to Bobby after the stream. It's gonna happen. Oh, life is just so busy. I'm going to mark that as unread, though, Axel, so that I do not forget. Because I would definitely forget if I do not have it marked as unread. Let's see here. I just found this, too. It's fitting. It's fitting. Let's see. And some Red Dev says, posted today. What's crazy is that's like a famous post from a couple of years ago, I think. They just stole it for Twitter likes. I knew it. Freaking Twitter likes. Trying to remember what game the original poster was actually looking for. I don't know. I know that I've seen this picture at some point in time somewhere. But again, it was like years ago. So, you know. Anyway, it's good times. It's good times. What is this? I come in and Moon is going crazy. What did I do? What did I do? What do you mean I'm going crazy? 30 seconds! So Cameron, when you're clipping things, there's these little things on the sides. You can drag them, and you can make them shorter, so that you don't get the full 30 seconds. So you can be like, here's the like 7 seconds of Moon going crazy. Unless I'm going crazy for 30 seconds. Let's find out together, everybody. Let's find out if I was going crazy for 30 seconds. It very well could have happened. I can read it if you need to. Can I get a character on the bottom for being a mod? What is going on with my microphone? You know,
Amaran Reap says, never heard of
I guess
them.
I probably could. I probably could and probably should. Why does my...
should.
Yeah. Why does it sound so bad? Moon Man doing weed and his lungs haven't recovered. I mean, that basically covers it. I was doing weed in the backyard and my lungs have not recovered. I so bad. Oh, okay, you did get the reference. I'm crazy. Okay, does my... I feel like my microphone sounds very bad tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Let me know if it sounds bad or not. I feel like it's like picking up all the sniffles that it shouldn't normally pick up. Unless that's usually how it is, then I apologize. That is just horrible. Anyway, I got lazy and stopped looking. That's fair. That's fair. I'll forget it if it's not unread. About 80 unread messages from my server alone. Yeah, it blew up with the exact same premise years ago. It's true. So it's so funny to see it reposted again as if it was original. I mean, that's basically just the internet, right? Your mic sounds as perfect as always. I'll take that to mean a good thing and not that it always sounds like this, because I don't know. In that clip, it sounded like it sounded bad. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I'm probably just going crazy. Anywho, let's see. Jerry over on YouTube says, "What's up, Moonerites? What's up, Mooney? Jerry. Hey, Mooney, did you get it working yet, or do you want me to blow your mind?" Well, I mean, you can blow my mind if you would like, because I always like having my mind blown. But to answer your question, yes, we did get it working. So for anybody who was a part of the stream on Sunday, you know how much problems we were having. We were having the most of all the problems, many much so. But I finally got it working. So luckily I was able to walk away for a little bit and I came back and I got everything working. So this is what we got now. I was very, very close with what I needed to. So basically everything inside of... Do I have this in a double loop? No, okay, yeah. This is correct. Yes. So basically everything highlighted here, I guess technically everything highlighted here is what I've got. What I had on Sunday was very close to this, but I had a couple things not in the right spot, and so I was doing weird things. And there was one other thing that I just completely missed, and it was actually responsible for causing the issues. So I had accidentally told it to adjust the image layer ID based off of variable 912, but it should have been variable 913. So that's why a lot of times it seemed like it was copying the variables correctly, but then it wasn't moving the pictures correctly. That's why. It's because I was referencing the wrong image layers at the wrong time. So sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and it was just a dark day. Just a dark day indeed. But we did get it working, and so I can now finally show it off, and so we can see what's going on here. So if I get this pulled up here real quick. There we go. And I tested it probably like 24 times. So if for some reason it breaks, I'm going to be very sad. But you can collect things in any order you would like, so let's just go with the Radiant Ruby. We'll grab the Coin of Axiomyth. We'll grab the Impeccable Amethyst. And then maybe we'll grab like 2 other items. We'll get the Spiked Pauldron, and we'll get the Sharpened Cheddar Wheel. And then after that, we're going to get the Ring of Security. And then we're going to get, I hope I get all of them, the Glistening Jadeite. And then last but not least, Hailstone Gauntlet. Please have the last one. Yes, thank goodness. Okay. Ooh. And then we'll get the Sapphire. And then here we go. Ready for it? They all leave. And the inventory sorts itself. Oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful times. And that forms into Jerry's Gemstone Gauntlet, which I did finally finish it all. So if you hover over it, it now says Forged in the Fires of Ranfir Mountain. I don't know what that is. I made up some lore for the game, apparently, off the top of my head. So apparently there's a mountain called Ranfir, and there's fires there where you forge things. Anyway, Forged in the Fires of Ranfir Mountain, and adorned with flawless gemstones, this gauntlet greatly enhances single-use magic damage. So yeah, so all gemstone damage will go up by 50%. But the negative, the debuff that I finally decided on was the gemstone spawn rate. So I think we had kind of talked about this on the Sunday stream. So you will be doing more damage with the gemstones, but the spawn rate for gemstones will be reduced by 25%. So we do need to get that in there. I haven't actually added that, but we will get that added. So eventually we'll change the spawn rates of both the monsters and the gemstones based off of different variables, and it should be a good time. It should be a good time once we get to that point. So anyway, and then you take that and it'll add it to your inventory to the right spot. And then of course we'll just kind of keep looping because, you know, we're stuck in a loop. But look at that. We finally have it in there and it's good times. It is good times. We do have one problem though. And that is with the lack of perks that we currently have. As soon as I grab one more perk, we now only have 2 perks still in the system as of right now to pick from. So it can't actually show the perks because it's never supposed to actually show repeating perks ever. And so we're running into a problem because it has to pick 3 different perks and it can't repeat them. And since we only have 2 more perks, it doesn't actually show any more cards. So once we get more cards in here, this won't be an issue anymore, but that's why there's the issue. It's not showing up anymore because it's trying to pick 3 unique perks to choose from. And there is just no 3 unique perks. So anyway, that is what's going on there. And yeah, I also fixed it so that once you put together the gauntlet, then you will not ever be able to get these the gemstones again. So yeah, it's a one and done kind of thing. There's no there's no potential to be able to get multiple of the gauntlets or getting the gauntlet and then getting more gemstones. That's can have. Oh wow, that was okay. Just a single use item. See, there you go. As you can see, we just got the 1 item, and yeah, so it's good times. And then even though it's just the 2 items, they're right there, and now you can just keep picking things, and they all show up there, and it's absolutely fantastic. Great times. Good times indeed for all. So anyway, so that is good to go. That is all working. Let's see. What else? I feel like there was other stuff that I changed. I can't remember what it was. I did change the message size here. So it used to only be 2 lines of text. I have now upped it to 3 because I noticed that a lot of the descriptions were getting just so long that the text was kind of getting a little squashed, and I don't want that. So I've made it so the descriptions can be 3 lines of text now. So I just need to go through and adjust all of these to actually take advantage of the 3 lines. So, but it should be good. It should be a good time. I feel like there was something else though that I had done off stream. Redid the loop, cleaned it up. I was using the wrong variable. It was 912, not the perk that needs to move. Okay. I also made it so once you have the gauntlet, it can't spawn any more gemstones. Also, I has to go with 25% and 10%. Oh, that's right. I did go through and I changed the gemstone buffs and debuffs because I think originally it was like 15% and like 15% buff and 5% debuff or something like that. But I think I decided to go with just the gemstones are 25% buff and a 10% debuff, and then the gauntlet is a 50% buff and then the reduced spawn rate. Because again, kind of like we talked about before, I want the perk cards to be a much bigger boost to stats, whereas your skill tree is going to be like the smaller incremental thing. So I was like, I need to make this more of a boost, and yeah, it's good times. Good times indeed. So anyway, there is that. yeah, I think that was about it. I think that was about all that I worked on. So got it working. Happy days there. But can I see how you did it? Absolutely. You can see how I did it. So I mean, honestly, I did not change that much. So quite literally, the code that you and Sumrandev had given me, that stuff worked flawlessly. Like once I got my stuff working, all the rest of it started working flawlessly. So if I come in here and we've got this code right here. So if I come over and let's just go to VS Code. So yeah, so if we come in here, you'll be able to see this is the stuff that... wait, that's not the one. This is the code. Yeah, so this is the one that's actually moving the pictures to the spots they need to go. So this one script call is moving all of the pictures to their own independent spots based on different variables and mathematical equations. So the picture layer that is affecting is the initial spot is 61, and then going based off a variable 913. So that one's pretty straightforward. And then the X position. So this is the code that Sumrandev submitted. So this is the starting position is 1068X plus 80 times variable 912 modulo 3. And then the Y position, which, Jerry, this is the one that you helped with. This one is a starting point 508 plus math.floor. Wait, I think it... Or maybe I have them reversed. Maybe it was more collaborative. Now I can't remember. For some reason in my head, I was going, okay, Sumrandev helped with the X, and then I think fell asleep, and then Jerry helped with the Y, and then we got it going. Now I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, so then the Y position is 508 plus math.floor, and then gave variables.value 912 divided by 3 times 80. So that's how you get the X and the Y for the different item positions. So that is all that's going on there. And yeah, and then I went through and I'm pretty sure that I didn't have to change any of this code. I'm pretty sure that all this code. So basically this code is taking the perk IDs of the previous spot, putting it into the new spot, and then zeroing out the old spot that it used to be in. So basically just moving the ID from one ID to the other. And then it was quite literally just this whole loop thing here that was the actual problem itself. So I was just doing weird things that night because I was tired and could not think of through how I was supposed to go. So it's quite literally this first condition, this first conditional branch, this if statement is basically just saying, does slot 2 have a perk? And then so on and so forth. Does slot 3 have a perk? Does slot 4 have a perk? Or does it have a perk? And then if it does have a perk, if slot 1 through 9 has a perk, then it says, okay, cool. Take that perk, go back to the very first spot that a perk could be, and then just start going up from there. So if, say, for example, if you're taking from, if there's nothing in perk slot 1 or 2, but there's something in 3, so that's where it first hits here. So it goes, okay, perk slot 3 has something cool. Then we jump into this condition, and then it says, all right, cool. Does perk slot 1 have anything in it? No? Cool. Then it goes through and executes this. So it says, okay, move the picture over, change the variables, and then we want to change a variable 912, which is the 912 is the origin, not the destination. So then it resets the origin and then breaks the loop, which then comes over here, adds 1 to this number, jumps back up here, loops through again, and then starts checking for more. So that's basically all it is. And then I just had to add a couple else conditions where it would then increase the origin by 1. And then if it ever got to the point where the destination hit the origin, so it would say, okay, let's say, for example, if it's going, okay, there is a perk in slot 3. Is there a perk in slot 1? Yes. Is there a perk in slot 2? Yes. Is there a perk in slot 3? Yes. We have now matched the origin with the destination. Move the origin to slot 4, and then start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if that makes any sense. Anyways, that's all that's going on here. So it just loops through a couple times, and yeah. So technically, I could take this and this right here, regardless of what we're doing, where we're at. And so this is probably the part that I'm going to throw into a common event, kind of like you guys were suggesting on the last stream. I will probably throw this into a common event, and this will literally just be marked per card inventory sorting or something like that, because that can be applied anywhere. If for some reason we want to have some kind of boss mechanic where they can like disable or destroy your perk cards, we can destroy a perk card, remove it, whatever we want to do, and then we can have this run, and it will then shift everything up. It'll just auto sort the inventory. So that's how what's going on there. It's good times. It is good times. Yeah, blew up with the exact same premise years ago. It's so funny to just see original. Never heard of them. Your mic sounds perfect. I'm listening on speakers, so maybe I'm not hearing what you're hearing. That is possible. That is possible. I need to go copy and paste a bunch of stuff. So here is my Bobby gaslighting copy paste stuff for everyone to use. Moon was just talking about how he already responded to you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Dream Advisor, hello, welcome, glad to see you here. And Cameron with the hashtag coin flip. That is true. We do need to do the coin flip. Let's do that really quickly. Start the prediction. Let's go heads or tails, coin flip, and then we're start the prediction. Everybody, we got 5 minutes on the clock. Make sure to get your guesses in there. What do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be heads or tails? Put some points on it. Put some points on it. You could be lucky. You could be lucky tonight. And it was in all the corners too. That's very satisfying. Evening. Good evening, Loki. Good evening. Glad to see you here. How was your week going so far? That's my mountain. It's your mountain, some Randev. Loki, how's it going? Some Ranfear mountain. Wait. Did I actually call it Ranfear? My naming may have been slightly influenced, if that's the case. Perk tooltips. Forge in the fires of Ranfear Mountain. Oh my gosh. Well, there we go. There we go. That is your mountain, some Randev. It's the some Ranfear mountain. We'll have to figure out what the fear means, but or Ranfear, I don't know. Oh, that's funny. I did not actually mean for that to turn out like that, but apparently it did. I beat Katana Zero last night. I don't know what Katana Zero is, but congratulations, that is absolutely fantastic. Good. Just working on some projects. Nice. I also entered the Game Like Jam. Oh, nice. Do you have any good idea? Wait, has it started yet? And if so, what's the theme? Man, my current most frustrating trouble with this stream being so late is that I get so inspired to do stuff, but then go to bed right after. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. One of these days, I will make it big, and I'll be able to make this my job, and I'll be able to then stream in the mornings/afternoons, and it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day. I don't know how long it's going to take to get to that point, but it's going to be a great day once that happens. I play a game that's called Citizen Sleeper. I don't think I've ever heard of that one either, but it is nice to hear that it's 10 out of 10. Citizen Sleeper is good. It is really good. It was free on Epic, so I thought I'd play it. That is usually how I end up playing a lot of games, is because they're free. Jerry can get all the credit. We can't give all the credit to Jerry. I mean, Jerry did some good stuff, but some Randev, you did some great stuff too. Dazu says, hey, Moon Man. Hello. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Wait, you said Moon. Hello, Moon. Hello, Dazu. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic week so far. What's good? Oh, just living life, hanging out. It's good times. Citizen Sleeper is super good callback to last stream, but Citizen Sleeper is made by the same people as in Other Waters. I don't think I've heard of that one either. There's so many good games out there. So many good games. How's it going, Dazu? Yo. Hello, Moon Man. Hello, Scoiled. Welcome. Glad to see you here. I feel like it has been... I feel like life's been keeping you a little bit busy, so I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well. Hashtag giveaway. That is true. Let us give a highlight to the hashtag giveaway. Here we go. Let's get over here. I think we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good to pick that one up. Someone tried scamming me. I don't know why I can't, for motion picture purposes. Now I see what it says. I don't know why I had such a hard time reading that upside down. That is very sad though. That is extremely sad. How dare they? I'm gonna add a little bit of a crying, because that is very sad. That is very sad. I'm not gonna lie though. I got tricked once when I was about 12 years old with a $1 million bill. I did. I found it. I found it on the sidewalk as I was, I'm trying to remember where I was walking. I was just walking. I was out walking and I see this $1 million bill on the sidewalk. I thought that I was made. I was like, well, I can retire now. I'm like 12 years old and I don't have to work a day in my life ever again. I'm set. I'm good. I didn't tell anybody about it, not because I was like, worried that someone would steal it. I was no. I wasn't. I didn't tell anybody because I thought that someone was gonna tell me. I thought someone was gonna steal it. I thought for sure if I told someone about my $1 million, like if I told my parents or something like that I had $1 million, they would be like, "Oh, well, give it to us. Like we're gonna put it in the bank or something." And so I didn't tell anybody because I was like, I don't want anybody to steal it. And yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure that I kept it in a drawer for like a year before finally I was at a store. And I saw that you could purchase fake $1 million bills, and I was like, that looks a lot like the $1 million bill I have at home. I was very sad. But oh well. I'm still living life, and everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you have a fake $1 million bill. But hey, on the bright side, now it is signed by a really cool indie artist. So that's kind of cool. It was like, I just started carrying it just because I was like, I don't know, I'll carry the $1 million around. And it was the only thing that I had in my wallet when I went to a concert once. I went to go see, who was that guy? I don't remember his name. I went to go see some artist with my girlfriend at the time, and the opener was just like this indie artist from Canada, and he opened for the guy. And so while everybody else was off getting their autographs from and like getting pictures with the main guy, the guy that had opened was just kind of just standing in the corner. No one was talking to him, so I just like went up and I was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" And just kind of chatted with him, and we talked about his music, and it was a good time. And I was like, "Can I get your autograph?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So the only thing I had was $1 million bill. So I pulled it out and he signed it. And yeah, now I have $1 million bill signed by Josh Turk. So yeah, there you go. There's a fun story for you. So anyway, yeah, if you like good music, and if you don't like people punching microphones, then you would absolutely love the music of Josh Turk. So highly recommend Josh Turk. Good times there. Okay, let's see here. Katana Zero is basically a side-scrolling Hotline Miami, but with a katana and bullet. Ooh, okay, that sounds pretty good. Moonwood Games was always available to stream at lunchtime. Just saying. That's true. Moonwood Games was always available at lunchtime to stream. It's true. But hey, as soon as I can make enough from this to be able to replace my full-time job, money. I was gonna say currency. I don't know why. My full-time job currency. Then I will be able to do it full-time. It's gonna be an absolute blast of a time. I will tell you that. That bill was just laying on the sidewalk this afternoon. Can't believe them. No context. Genuinely a smart tactic at keeping your $1 million step. I know, right? I was like, I can't have anybody else taking this thing. Like winning the lottery. Don't tell anyone. Exactly. Yeah. The last thing you want to do when you win the lottery is telling your loved ones, because you never know how quickly they're going to turn on you. Earlier, I put a spider in my bathroom to catch a bunch of bugs that got in through the window somehow. I swear there's no reason for them to be in here, but they are for some reason. It's freaking bugs. Those freaking bugs. They're always. Anyway, on that note, be back in a few. Gotta go find a separate bathroom in my house. That's fair. Good luck in finding another bathroom. And we got some dancing from Scoiled. I recently coded a system for loot, but it uses the JSON files through the PRNG, so you can get armor/accessories/weapons. That sounds like an absolute blast of a time, Dazu. Speaking of bugs, I have some huge bug bites. No, Cameron! I'm sorry. Bug bites are the worst. House centipedes are also great for pest control. Are you talking about like little plastic centipedes, or are you talking like actual centipedes in the house? Because I don't think I would want actual centipedes in the house. Nope, I wouldn't. Absolutely not. I would absolutely not want anything like that in my house. Anyway, speaking of not centipedes and good things in life, Game Key giveaways. We're going to just give a quick reminder for anybody who wants to participate in the Game Key giveaway that will be coming up on this Sunday stream. So you've got tonight, this stream, and then Thursday stream. I guess you can also add a reaction when it's not streams. But make sure to come in here and add a reaction to this post right here where it says, react to this post for a chance to win a Steam key for the Sunday, the 5th stream, because we will be giving away a free Steam key thanks to our absolutely fantastic Loki. Yeah, we will be giving away a free Steam key. So make sure if you have not already, go and add a reaction to this post so you can win a free Steam key. Or, well, be in the drawing for a free Steam key. So it's good times. Good times there. I think centipedes look cool. Centipedes are terrifying. They do look cool behind glass, and that's about it. House centipedes are small and have absurdly long legs compared to the other centipedes. They can barely bite humans, but look freaky. What do you mean barely bite humans? See, that's my cutoff. Not that if they can barely, but if anything can bite a human in any way, shape, or form, I'm like, nope, absolutely not. Get it out of here. No way. And the more legs that it has, the faster I'm also like, nope, get out of here. So you would think that maybe snakes wouldn't be too bad. Pretty sure I'd burn down my house if I found a snake inside. Not a fan. Like they can sort of bite, but it won't be a big deal. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, I had to look them up. But I know house centipedes. My grandma had that. You cannot convince me I'm not looking at him. I am not looking at him. All right, everybody, we're going to jump over. We're going to do some heads or tails here really quick after all that talk of centipedes. And then I'm going to catch up the rest of the way on the YouTube chat. And then we're going to jump in. We're going to start doing some game dev stuff. So if I can get this pulled up, coin flip 1.2, that's the version number. And let's get that pulled up. And now that is all pulled up, we're going to go over. We're going to play a little bit of heads or tails. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should do something with my voice when I change over to here. Maybe. Anybody. Anyway, you all know how this goes. Heads or tails, this is a tug of war. It's not the best 2 out of 3, not a best 3 out of 5. It is whoever has a lead of 3 wins. So here we go. Let's see. Hopefully you voted on something that is actually going to win. I'm crossing my fingers for you. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, we got ourselves a tails. All right, there's one tails. Let's see what happens. Here we go. There's another tails. All right. Is it going to be a clean sweep tails? Who knows? Let's see what happens. One more flip. Oh, we got a clean sweep tails. A clean sweep for tails. Oh my goodness. Not bad at all. Absolutely fantastic. If you voted for tails, congratulations. Very nicely done. I'm very proud of you. If you voted for heads, I am very sorry. But do not worry, because next time, there's always a next time. There always will be. There will always be next time. Don't ever feel like there's never going to be next time, because there will always be a next time. Unless, of course, we stop doing heads or tails, and I guess it won't be a head next time. But anyway, congratulations for tails. That is absolutely fantastic. And this has been heads or tails. I don't know why I felt the need to say that so quickly and so loudly, so I apologize. I was just very excited if you voted for tails. So anyway, good times for all that voted for tails. Absolutely fantastic times. Oh, let's come over here and we're going to manage prediction, and we're going to choose. Oh my goodness. That is quite the disparity right there. That is an insane disparity. Oh my gosh. 86%. 86% was voted for heads. 14%. Wow, that's wild. That is absolutely wild right there. Holy smokes. Well, yeah, congratulations, Tails. That is, woo, that's gonna be a good eating right there. Not bad at all. Well, Tails, and we're going to complete the prediction. It looks like there's going to be 2,997 points that are coming your way. So if you voted for Tails, absolutely fantastic. Very nicely done. They low-key look like alien parasites. No, thank you. This was like 2018, I think. It was there all day, and I didn't notice. They're both freaky and cool. Heads wins. Heads always wins when it wins. That's true. 75% of the time, heads wins every time. Heads always wins when it wins. I'm done. Wait, I voted for tails. Let's go. And it was a no stakes vote too. Not bad. And Jerry says, woot, I voted tails. Not bad, Jerry. This was a low vote too. Me eating all the points do belong to you. My 1186 mana was the most. I suppose that you're welcome. I'm sorry, Cameron. Wait, how do we collect? I think it should just go to your thing, your points. I hope. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Tap slash click the mana icon. Oh, where they go. I voted 1,400. I'm so sorry, Squirrel. I'm so sorry. That is so many points. You voted like 5 times the amount of points that were even totally voted on Tails. That is wild. Have you done the skeleton for that model? I had to go during your last stream. Which should be displaying as a star. Oh, so there we go. Let's see here. Over on YouTube, Jerry says, I had an idea for the lore stuff you were talking about. What if instead of from people who died, what if since this is a blackjack game, the perks are what people gambled and lost? Ooh, that could be interesting. I kind of like that. It's reverse. I helped with X. Oh, well then, never mind. Then the reverse, I appreciate the help. Great job on those loops. Good job, dude. That's high-level pattern work. You did great there. I appreciate that, Jerry. Thank you. I am sad because I feel like I shouldn't have to take that long to figure something like that out. And so it is a little bit embarrassing to do that on stream. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I appreciate it, though. I very much so appreciate it. Nah, Surd is Prime Coder. I'm from a C-sharp background, so I would vote Surd over me. No, you're both great. See, Dan says, my sister's old cat used to catch centipedes from the basement of our childhood home. That sounds terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But I'm glad the cat would catch them, and that way we didn't have to run into too many of them. Maybe I need to abandon the idea of loving heads. Oh! With the coin flip. That was a very confusing sentence when I forgot the context. No, stick with heads. Stick with heads. Because here's the thing. As soon as you switch to tails, then it's going to be heads. So you got to stick with what you pick, and eventually you will get a win eventually. So there you go. There you go. Welcome back, Autumn. Welcome back. Glad to see you back here. Yes, I use the power of math and Python to make it work. Where's Axel? His game is coming along nicely. Oh. Wait, where'd you see it? Or did Axel post stuff somewhere? LMFAO, sorry. No, you're good, Squad. You're good. It took me a little bit to like switch back into the mindset of heads or tails. So yeah. Oh, by the way, who's done the pixel art for Tov? Looks super good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. See, there we go. Yep. It was Sumrandev. Sumrandev did all the pixel art. As we all know, Sumrandev is an absolutely fantastic pixel artist. So highly recommend if you're doing any kind of pixel art, have Surd do the pixel art. It's beautiful stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so yeah, so we're good to go. We're still going to be working on a few more perks. I promise we will switch off the perks here. Maybe we'll do just one more for now. We're going to do one more perk for now, and then we'll kind of switch off and do a little bit of other stuff. So, let's do the... Oh, okay. We got to do a couple things. So, perk. Add monster and gemstone spawning in the tomb. Yes. Okay, so we do need to add that. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to add one more perk, and then we're going to update it. So like I said before, we want to be able to affect how many monsters and items spawn in the tomb. And so I basically need to introduce a system, a mechanic to be able to adjust the spawn rate, to be able to like change the weights dynamically. So we do need to add that, but I think we're going to add one more perk. So this perk is going to be the Grave Robber's Vigor. So I believe before we had called it like the Candy Key or something like that. I can't remember who suggested it. So if you suggested it and I've changed the name from Candy Key, I'm very sorry. But I think what we've decided, what I've decided on is, so it's the same idea, which is anytime you open a chest, you restore HP. But I think I've decided with the name of the perk is going to be the Grave Robber's Vigor. So chest, restore HP when open. So basically, I haven't actually decided anything in my head. I was like, I don't know, maybe some kind of like a heart in a chest, or maybe like a chest with a heart on it. We'll see. But anyway, so the buff will be after successfully opening a chest restores 10% HP. So whether you pick the lock or use a key, it'll just restore 10% of your HP. But here was an idea that I realized, I'm like, I actually haven't implemented anything like this, and so I need to implement stuff like this. So basically, the debuff is going to make it so necro monsters will do 5% more damage.
Moonwood Games, any general tips on pixel art? Do you start with a drawing and overlay, or do you just go right into it?
That is a great question. So for me personally, and I think I talked about this on stream a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so basically the way that I do it, if it's going to be a little bit more intricate, because like obviously like when it comes to like UI design and stuff like that, I just kind of go with whatever feels good. I just kind of go with that. But for more intricate designs, I'll go find some kind of either a direct reference image, or I'll find just like a couple different references that I can kind of like go back and forth. So there have been some things that I've like. So this was actually earlier. It was actually the old monsters that I used to have in here. So if we go to images, I think we can go to pictures and new folder. Are they in here? No, I must have taken it out. But basically, I had taken some of the monsters from, I think, RPG Maker might have been XP, or maybe VX. Anyway, I took some monsters from an older RPG Maker, and then basically scaled them down and did pixel art over them. So, but here's what I would suggest for doing pixel art, because again, like this is kind of what I do. So like let's say, for example, if I wanted to make a pixel dog, I would just search up dog on the webs, on the internets, and I'd say dog sitting There we go. There's a dog. And then I will copy this image, and we're going to come over here. We're going to go new. Here we go. There is dog sitting. And then if you're using something like Photoshop, and there might be stuff like this in other programs as well. Normally what I would do is I will just say select subject, and then Photoshop will automatically select the dog. There we go. It's selected the dog. Happy days, happy days. And then I'll come in here, and let's just say, for example, I want to set this guy to be, I don't know, 40 pixels wide and 50 pixels tall. So I'll make it super small. I'll come in here, and then usually what I will do personally, and this is specific to Photoshop, it just kind of depends on what the program you're using, how it will handle resizing images. But I will usually, what you can do in Photoshop is you can convert to a smart object, which means it basically keeps as much data as possible. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but you know, I can scale this down to like, so if I change the origin point to top left, I can scale this down to be like 5%, right? But it keeps as much detail as possible. So if I were to then come back in here and say free transform, if I were to say, oh, I want it to be 100% again, it will then be back up to 100% and it'll have all the detail. Oh, okay, that wasn't 100%. I think it did 10%. Yeah, 100%. And then it still has all the detail that it still had. So again, I'm not exactly sure how it does it, but that's what I do. So that way you can come in here. Oh, hello, I'm Moonchan. Hello, welcome to my pixel tips and tricks. So anyway, so I will scale it down to where I roughly need the size to be. And then there you go. There is the dog. And then I will then just kind of start tracing over it. So, you know, in whatever way, shape, and fashion you want. If you've got your color palette, you can already use. But yeah, so basically what I'll do is I will start with all of the largest parts of it first. Yeah, you just kind of go over the colors. There are some easier ways to do this. This is like in general what I would do. Like I'll usually like create the outline around the dog, and then I'll kind of like go in and if you, again, like I said, if you have your color palette, you can kind of like go over the rough color matching over the dog. Or if you don't have a color palette, you can just like be like, okay, well, here's a good color right here, and you can just kind of, you know, blotch in where these spots are. And if you want to keep it a more simple color palette, then just grab the one color. Don't grab anything more than that. Just grab the one color and just kind of start going. Yeah, and you just I don't know, you draw your dog. You draw it, and then by the time you're done, you'll have a pixel dog. So I'm not very good at it yet. I'm not very fast at it yet. I'm still learning and growing. But for me personally, this is how. If I'm trying to get something very intricate, I will try and find some kind of reference image. You know, obviously, like I'll usually go into like a little bit more where I'll try and like edit it a little bit more. Whether it's, you know, whether I don't know, maybe I flip it the other direction, or I skew it, or I do something to like try and make it less the way that it is. But again, this is something for like if I'm doing something very intricate. So I know that I've talked about this before, which is the, let's see if I can pull this up. So it is the, where is it? There we go. The new Tomb of Vercilias logo. So I think I've talked about this before. So this image that I created ended up being about like 3 or 4 different images that I used as reference, but none of them were like direct ripoffs of them. So like the tower, so this part here was a reference of a tower, but it wasn't just, it was a tower from a castle ruin. And basically that was like the blocky part here in the middle. And then the actual, these ends here were from another tower from like castle ruins. And then I basically just like took them and I just kind of like had to like shift the image, kind of like get like the perspective just right. And then just kind of like took it from there. The trees in the back here, these were just, I just found dead tree. And then I just went, okay, I am definitely clipping the audio. What is happening? I don't know why it's seeming so loud. Here, I'm just going to turn the microphone down just a tiny bit. We're going to go with negative 3.5 decibels. We're going to see if that's okay, if I stop making it clip. Anyway, yeah, then I just went and found like dead trees. I found like an image of just like a forest. I want to say actually this greenery here in the back, I think this was a reference for like a clump of trees along like the Mississippi River or something like that, or something. It was the Amazon. One of those. I just like, I found basically like someone had like taken a drone shot of like the tops of these trees and it looked really cool. And so I froze the frame, took a screenshot of it, and then I just like cut out everything, kept the trees, and then I kind of skewed it around and then just traced over it. And there you go. Now you got some weird, creepy looking tree line. So Anyway, those would be my suggestions, is if you have something a little bit more intricate, like something like this, which is why some of the pixels are off a little bit in some of the design, is because I was like trying to fill in based off like the actual real world picture. But when you shrink it down so small, you only have so much detail, and so I was like trying to like trace where like the bricks should have been, and then I was just running into all sorts of issues. So I should probably come through here and like clean it up a little bit. You know, it's basically like why this is like so just kind of, I just like threw in just like, I don't know, little pixels here and there. Like there's not much shape to it because there wasn't a whole lot of shape left once it got so skewed and small up at the top. But anyway, that is a very long rant to say I use a lot of real life reference when I'm trying to do pixel art, and sometimes it will literally be like I'm just like tracing what I have, or if I'm like, that is a cool thing, but again, I don't want to like directly rip it off, then I'll have like open up on like the other side of my screen, and I'll kind of like go back and forth and be like, okay, like I, you know, roughly put this here, and I'll like kind of go back and forth, like trying to like trace it myself, and then I'll just kind of fill in the details as I go. So anyway, there's a very long answer to your question, so I apologize that it went so long. Oh my gosh. What else have I missed? Let's see. Yeah, cats are definitely the cutest pest control, and centipedes are the opposite. And cats can also eat mice and rats, which regular house centipedes can. The centipedes that can are the kind you really don't want. Yeah, I would not want a centipede in my house that could eat mice and rats. Summer devs, wait, add Summer Dev, any general tips on pixel art? Do you start with drawing and, oh, that's why you asked. I am so sorry, Autumn. I am so sorry. That's my bad. Sorry. I was joking. Yes. Still as of right now, it's about 96% of what's in the game is stuff that I made. So yeah. There are a couple things. I'm pretty sure there's a couple things now, or still. Let's see, because yeah, all of this, so that's all stuff that I made. So the chest itself, now I cannot remember for the life of me who made this chest. Crap. I'm sure I can go back through, because I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the Discord, or maybe a direct message. So the chest was made by someone else. I went in and recolored it, and then I created like the open state of that. So that is something that someone else made. This is something that some random dev made. You know, some random dev made this, and I was like, I'm sorry, you got to keep working on your pixel art. If you're ever going to get to the point where this can be in the game, you got to keep working on it. So I'm keeping it in the folder just in case. But yeah, this was definitely some random dev that made that one. I wouldn't have made something like that. Let's see here. The characters are still things that I have not made, which I need to get these guys out of the project. I do. Because again, I know I've talked about this before, that these were from a pack that I had purchased a few years ago, and I was like, they're kind of cool looking, and then I started noticing inconsistencies in the designs, and I was like, hold up, these are all AI generated. So it was good times. So anyway, I definitely need to replace these guys, so those are still in the game, but those will be eventually replaced. Some random dev did, okay, actually, technically, some random dev did make some stuff. So this is a sandwich that some random dev made, and this is another sandwich that some random dev made. So there we go. Some random dev's got two icons in here. So there's that. And that one is actual legitimate. That is legitimately from some random dev. I'm not joking about that one. Let's see here. Anything else? I think basically everything else. The icons were actually made by... Who made the icons? No, I don't remember. Somebody else made the icons though. So there is that. Yeah. And then I think Nick originally made his own hat icon, and then I think I recolored it, and then I think I redesigned it again. So it's technically inspired by Nick's hat design, and then I remade it. Anyway, yeah. So I'm very sorry to have lied to you like that. I did not mean to lie. I was definitely trying to just joke. Moon was joking. Moon has done all the pixel art. I basically know nothing about pixel art. No, that is not true. That is not true. You made some absolutely fantastic sandwiches. Samurai Dev, tell us why pixel art isn't 3D. Why isn't it 3D? It needs to be. Ain't that voxel art spoiled? I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. Jerry says, hey Mooney, I left a pic in the general chat and just wanted to know if you knew that this was possible. Let's see what is possible. General. What do we got here? Ooh. Wait. I just wanted to know if you knew that this was possible. I'm going to be completely honest. Had no idea. Had absolutely no idea. That's kind of wild. That is actually super cool. Jerry, level 5, health 100. Oh my gosh. If I had known this was possible, so many things would be different in this game right now. That is... How did I not know this? How did I not know that you could save... Oh my gosh. Well, Jerry, do you know what's... I'm taking this. So I'm taking this because I am still working on my JavaScript tutorial on variables, and this is actually an absolutely fantastic example to add to that tutorial. So I'm taking this, Jerry. I'm taking it as mine. Oh, that's crazy, though. I had no idea that you could store that kind of information in a variable and then reference it by just doing like GameVariables.value1.level. Like that. This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind right now, Jerry. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love it. Yeah, I did not know it was possible, but now that I do, that is fantastic. Yeah, that is amazing. It's true, if it isn't 3D, I won't want it. Based! Because CERD is a 3D world living being. I was joking, I know Voxel. As you can tell, I'm very good at comprehending things today. You're good. You're totally fine, Autumn. The reference image drawing you're talking about is called rotoscoping. I guess that's true. That is basically just rotoscoping, isn't it? Is rotoscoping specifically for animation? The term, I mean. That makes sense, Moon. Okay, yeah, I actually don't know if it's necessarily just specifically for animation. I don't know. Well, I mean, there's words like roto-rooter, which is a plumbing device, but rotoscoping, I believe, is where you draw animation by tracing. They did it in like Street Fighter and old school cartoons. That's why the motion seems so real. So yes, maybe it's possible. That is very possible. Mind blown, Jerry. Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. I'm sure that some random dev knew about this, and I'm just probably one of the last people to know. So, you know, that's good times there. Anyway, yeah, that's going to change a lot of things in my life. I'm not going to lie, that is absolutely fantastic. Let's see, and the Driven Advisor made a cool unfinished demo track yesterday of a scanner darkly. Okay, as I was reading your message, you sent another message. So I read it as, made a cool unfinished demo track yesterday of a scanner darkly. And I was like, what are you talking about? What is a scanner darkly? And now I just realized you're saying, made a cool unfinished demo track yesterday, very chill lo-fi vibes, then did rotoscoping in the movie adaptation of a scanner darkly. It makes so much more sense. Huh. Okay, that makes way more sense. Very cool. Are you gonna post the song? Because I would absolutely love to hear that song. Jerry. See, over on YouTube, Dan says, my sister's old cat used to catch centipedes from the basement of our childhood home. I come from a painting background, so with pixel art, I usually blob down flat colors using a 3x3 brush and clean up the result later. That is a really great way to go, too. Moonwood had a stroke mid-sentence. I really did. I really did. What the? Gelt! Welcome. I will, in real time, welcome you to the Discord server. Welcome. Glad to see you here. I don't know who you are, but welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Oh, Drip Advisor, you're Gelt. Okay, I was like, Gelt's my... Okay, that makes more sense. Welcome, Drip Advisor, if that is your real name. Yeah, good times. Well, I'm assuming you're probably joining so you can post the thing, so I will definitely take a look at that in just a little bit. But first, we're going to actually get started on the game dev stuff now that we're an hour into the stream. How does time go by so fast? Like, I start chatting, everything's a good time, and what is going on with this? Oh, It's green screen. I was like, what happened to my sprite? That would be why. Green screen, everybody. Media, good place for it? Absolutely, absolutely a good place for it. You could do, well, you could do media, you could do create a corner, community projects, but media works as well. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so, let's do... Let's make the art first. Let's make the art. So here we go. Let's pull this up, and then we're gonna come over here, and we just need to find the perk cards. So, I believe, when does it repeat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that when it starts repeating? Nope. 7, 8. So 8 is when it starts repeating. So then 2 is 9, 3 is 10, 4 is 11, 5. So we need 6. Right?
Thanks
I think.
For the follow, Zegeistai.
Wait, what is your name? Zegeistai. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. I'm sure that I absolutely butchered your name, but I appreciate you being here. So thank you, thank you. Okay, yeah, so we need... Is it that one? I feel like it's that one. Wait. Sorry, the reason why I'm looking at all these is because the cards. So the cards, as you can see, they have like a certain... excuse me. They have like certain like tears and rips and scuffs and things like that on them. And I was like, do I need to make custom ones for every single one? And I'm like, no, not really. So I'm going through it. I'm basically looping through. I think after 8 cards, I then loop back to the first one. Yeah. Because this one has like, you know, so it's got the big one, little one, and then scuff, scuff. So we go over here to 8, and you got big one, little one, scuff, scuff. Okay. So I mean, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the?
Zegeistai just redeemed stretch.
Oh boy. Well, we got ourselves a stretch. And we also have a question. What art program do you use? So I just use Photoshop because I am a... I'm a sad pleb that uses Photoshop. I wish that I had a cool answer to be like, oh, I use this absolutely fantastic, amazing, free to use, awesome program. But I'm just one of those suckers that pays for Photoshop. It is a good time though. And the reason why I do is because I use Photoshop for other things other than just game dev and pixel art. So it makes sense for me to have it. I pay for like the photographer's package from Adobe so that I have Photoshop and Lightroom because I do photography on the side as well. So, you know. But anyway, yes, that is what I use. In half an hour, the world will change. Drip Advisor says, half an hour until game like jam starts. Hyped! That is true. Okay, that makes more sense than in half an hour, the world will change. It absolutely will change. It absolutely will. Okay, so which one is this one? So this one's got like the, oh, it's got the little island on the left. Okay, so which one has the little island on the left? That one right there is 7. So that means that 8 eventually repeats, which means you are then when it repeats. Cool, easy enough. Well, let's pull this over into Photoshop. Let's get this back down to 25%. There we go. Okay, what were we going to call this thing again? This was going to be called the Grave Robber's Vigor. Let's just come over here. We just need to change the color there. Throw that in there. We're going to set you to be not impact. You are going to be the one and only absolutely fantastic Tomb of Vercilias font 2 regular. Let's change you to be none. Set you to be 0. Set you to be 8. You need to be 8. There we go. Grave Robber's Vigor. Get that centered. And then let's do a little bit of this. Select the text. We'll do select, modify, expand by 1 pixel. Then we'll fill in. Yes, there we go. Okay. And now we can come down to here. Up this to be, I guess, 9 pixels. Get all that erased. There we go. Grave Robber's Vigor. Okay. So let us figure out this icon. Okay, there's the 22. Cool. Whoa. That's not what we want to see. Okay, this is just to give me like a rough idea of the size. So everything within this box here, that is where the icon can go. So the icon can be 22 pixels. Good times. Let's see, I use Adobe, but like CS4, so I don't pay the absurd subscription. Yeah, the subscription is just ridiculous. Yeah, CS4, I think, was the last version that I was using, and it took me a very long time to eventually start paying for it. The reason why I actually started paying for it is because back when I was in college, I got like a student discount, and so I got the full Adobe suite. I think it was like $15 a month. I was getting the full suite, so like I had everything that I could need. I had audio editing, video editing, photo editing. It was great. It was absolutely fantastic. I had After Effects. It was fantastic. I loved it. And then I dropped out of school after like my first 2 years, and then they let me keep the discount for like another year. And then they were like, nah, sorry, you're gonna have to start paying the $50 a month for this thing. And I was like, absolutely not. But I just gotten so used to be able to have like cloud saves and things like that I'm like, okay, what if I just do the photographer's bundle? I think at the time it was like $10 a month. I think it's now like 15, which is ridiculous, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of like paying for the convenience of having cloud saves and just having the always updated software. I absolutely hate all the AI stuff they're adding to it. I'm just like, this is like, if they could have a cheaper version that they just left all the AI stuff out of, that I'm just like, cool, I'm not using it, so don't charge me extra. I would be very happy about that, but oh well. Oh well. I figure if I'm going to be paying the like whatever I'm paying right now, like the $10 a month that I'm paying for Crunchyroll, I guess I can pay for my Adobe subscription too. I've been considering getting serious about photography. I just use an iPhone. People say I'm skilled at composition. Okay, before I read the rest of your message, I'm going to say this right now. That is the biggest thing. The biggest thing. Because, like, here's the thing. Unless you go out and get, like, a $2,000 camera, you're not really going to notice that much of a difference. Like, if you go out and buy, like, an $800 camera versus just using your phone, so long as you have good composition and you know how to actually, you know, work with the light, work with your reference, like work with all that, like you will probably get better results than someone who does not have an eye for composition and has an eye for photography. Your pictures will look better than someone who has. What the? I thought I heard that right. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Well, I'm glad to see you here. Anyway, yeah. So that is honestly something. It is something that can be taught, but if you would naturally just have a good eye for composition, like it is going to take you leaps and bounds ahead. So obviously, if you're good at it and you were to go out and buy a few $1,000 camera, you can get absolutely fantastic, incredible shots. Like, don't get me wrong, you can get amazing shots, but starting off with a phone camera, especially if you have a good phone, because like here's the thing, I have a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, like obviously not the best you can get nowadays, but it's like absolutely fantastic cameras, crazy stuff. I can do fantastic stuff with it, and I can take really fun, really great shots. I go out all the time and take pictures of flowers and trees and bugs and animals. It's so much fun, so much fun. But obviously, if I had like a few $1,000 camera, it could be better. But again, it's that eye. And so long as you have that eye and you can get things to look good, get that skill honed, and then go out and get yourself a really nice camera. Because again, you could spend $1,000 on a camera and you're probably not going to get that much better results than just using your phone. But if you can justify and spend a few $1,000s, then you're going to start getting, you know, the results are going to be that much better. But I feel like most of my skill revolves around being in the right place at the right time and knowing basic composition, like the rule of thirds and how to align things. Honestly, that is half the battle. There is a reason why. I don't know if you've ever seen the amount of pictures that are taken after a photo shoot. I'm gonna say this for anybody who has never done like an event for like a wedding or anything like that. The amount of pictures that are usually passed on to the person who's paying for them, you usually get like 50 to 100-ish pictures depending on how big the event is, right? Obviously, if it's a wedding, you know, you get a lot of stuff going on. Maybe it's a few hundred. There are usually 1,000 to 2,000 pictures taken at that event that then get cut down to just the 50, 100, maybe 200 pictures. And that is because It doesn't matter how good of a photographer you are, you have to get just the right shot. You have to be, like you said, right place, right time. And so many, like basically every photographer will take 10 to 20, maybe 30 pictures of every single shot, hoping to get that right shot. Because you can think you got the right shot. You're like, ooh, that was perfect. I snapped it just at the right time. And then when you go back, you're going to be like, oh crap, this one tiny little thing is off. But if you've got like 30 of the exact same picture where things are slightly different in every single one, then you can pick the right one and you're good to go. So honestly, photography in general is just right place, right time. But it does come with skill to kind of influence that right place, right time. But you're still going to be like just trying and hoping for the best right place, right time. So give it a shot. It is a lot of fun, I will say. Doing it professionally, probably not as enjoyable. I've only ever done it as a hobby. I've done a few weddings, a few proposals, and it's been an absolute blast. But it's because, again, I don't do it professionally. Like if people know that I take pictures and they're like, hey, can you come take these pictures for a discounted price? I'll be like, sure, let's do it. But I don't think I would ever want to be like, hey, I'm going to do photography for this thing. Come hire me. Because I don't know, the pressure just seems like a lot worse. And there's a lot of people that also do photography. So anyway, it is a lot of fun. You should definitely do it. Yeah. Anyway. Affinity awaits for you. It's true. I do need to give Affinity a try. I just added a comma to the stream elements follow message because it bothered me. I appreciate that. Thank you. The thing is, the version is like ancient, it's prehistoric, and is almost doesn't work on modern computers, so I've been considering getting that photographer bundle. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I guess as long as it still technically works, I would say stick with it. But yeah, I mean, the photography bundle is really not that bad. I mean, like, it is a bit, and it does suck to have to pay monthly for it. I still wish they just offered a one and done kind of thing, just like pay for it, you're good to go, but oh well. It's a business model, and it sucks. But anyway, yeah, it's good times, though. It's good times. Shout out Google Pixel Camera. The Google Pixel Camera is absolutely fantastic. I do love that camera. I actually need to get my phone camera fixed soon. Dropped it a while back, and it's LED led to a loose, connects me to the camera and the flashlight much. Ooh, that's not good. I use a Samsung Z Fold 5. It's all right, but it was a little pricey. Yeah, the Z Fold 5. That is, ooh, that's a pricey phone. But it is a good phone. I've always wanted one. And maybe one day, when I'm rich and famous. Hold up, stuck in an ad. Purgatory, blasted ads. You're missing so much. Moon is advertising epic photo taking skills. It's true. So much was missed. Dre says, hey, Drip, are you talking about the Hyper Game Dev channel? The game jam thing. Yeah, joined recently. Excited to get started. What's great about phones is you always have one on you. So if the opportunity presents for a good shot, you'll be ready. That is true. That is true. And for a lot of phones, there's usually some kind of like hotkey for you to just like jump in and be like, there you go. I got the shot, which is fantastic. All right. So the Grave Robber's Vigor. So there's a couple different ideas that I have for this one, but I'm trying to decide exactly what we're going to do here. We could go, so like I said, we could do like a chest with a heart in it. We could do a key. I wonder. Lockpick, pixel, icon. Let's just see if there's like any pixel icons of lockpicks that would be easy enough to kind of throw in here to work. I mean, there's like maybe lock picking pixel icon. No. Maybe grave robber pixel icon. No, that's not gonna work. Huh. Yeah, I'm really struggling on this the icon decisions. Grave Robber's Vigor. I mean, we could do a shovel, a pick, a pickaxe icon. But it doesn't really make sense because you're not digging for anything. It's literally like you're opening the chests to be able to get to it. So I don't think a pickaxe would work. I mean, we could do like a heart pixel icon, but we can make it like a cursed looking heart. Maybe. I'm 95% sure what the theme is this time. If you really want a flip phone, you can get last year's flagship Motorola's Razr for $240 on swap. That's a good price. I got it, and it's okay. I was so tempted. So it was when the original, okay, not the original Razr, but like the original, like the 2018 Razr Fold or whatever they called it. Was it 2018? Was that when they introduced their Fold line? Whatever it was, I want to say it was the next year. So it was when they were getting ready to do their next one, or maybe it was like right before they were going to be doing their next one. They had a sale where if you bought one at full price, you get another for $1. So it was basically 50% off. And I was like, that's tempting. That is tempting. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get it, but also at the same time, I'm like, nah. I had a Samsung Flip. I think it was like the 2nd gen Flip or something like that. I had it for like a week. I hated it so much, I returned it. I could not stand it. But I do like the idea of flip phones, though. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Moon, are you going to join the game jam? I think I missed about it. Maybe. I think I did join. I'll have to check it, though. HGD is such a good gaslighter. I got stuff stuck in between the screens, and now there's a bunch of dead pixels. No! That's the word. That's the scary part about it all. It's not good. I feel bad. Sledgehammer. Why not a shovel? We could do a shovel. A shovel pixel icon. I do think a shovel would probably work pretty well. So maybe we do a shovel icon. And then let's grab... Yeah, you seem decent. Copy image. Don't try this at home, kids. We got 22 by 22. All right, this is just to make sure that I get proportions right, you know? That's it. That's all. Just getting proportions right. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I probably could have just made that shovel myself. I don't think I need this reference. But oh well, we're doing it anyway. I do think, though, I'm going to make... I think I'm going to make this slightly smaller. Only slightly, though. We're going to do a free transform. And we're going to do, like... Should we do 8? 8 feels too small. We'll do 10. That should be good. And then the idea is, I want to have this part slightly longer. So I feel like the spade should not be as long, you know? I think that feels good. Okay. With that, though, let's grab the color palette. Come back over here.
Go into the ink. What says Moonwood.
Hello, Ink. Welcome. Glad to see you here. How's life? How's your week going so far? Hopefully things are going well. Oh yeah, the demo work in progress track is in Creative Core. Oh yes, absolutely. I'm gonna go take a listen to that here in a little bit. It's actually a pretty decent phone, but I miss my Google Pixels and the screen pixels too. 50% off, except you spend full price or buy one get one free. Exactly. You can't have to like look at it as like a buy one get one, because my plan was I was going to have my cousin also get one with me, so we would each pay basically half price. But you know, excited to see the jam. I need to go take a look. I'm taking a break. Wait, Scoiled. Are you meaning am I joining the jam they're talking about, or something else? I'm taking a break from my sludge automation game for the game jam. Hey, that's fair. You got to take a break every now and then. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can make one. Gonna go find a pixel art thing to use. Moonwood. Oh, I see. Oh, fair. Oh, Autumn. Did you say you're gonna go find a shovel? I think Scoiled referring to the jam on a PB&J. Oh, that kind of jam. Yes, I do love me some jam. The jam is very good. I love it so much. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get a good gray for the spade itself. So we do need to make some adjustments, though. So I think we're gonna go. Yes, we're gonna do something like that. And then, well, no. We can just redo it ourselves. Redo it ourselves, everybody. Okay, so then basically the idea is we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to there. Okay. And it goes up 1, out 2. Wait, what is that? Nothing? All right. Okay, so that's this shovel. So we just want you for reference. Let's do that. Okay, and then let's do... I'm trying to decide if we do more of like this for the handle or more something like this for the handle. That would be the same color as the card, so I feel like we need to do something more like this. So yes, maybe we go with that for the handle. And then we'll go with you for that side. And then I think we should be able to do something like this. This side.
Well says, doing okay, I think. Gonna chill here while I eat before I go stream.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me, Ink. Well, I appreciate you being here, so thank you. 50 minutes and the game like jam theme is in my face. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting. So exciting. Does anybody have a link though? Because I would love to take a look. Cause I can't remember if I've joined this one or not. Moonman, I have a question. I was gonna make one and was going to have like half the shovel blade in dirt. Do you want the icons to be like objects, like I think all others are, or can I make a ground layer or two? I think I'd probably not want the ground layer in it. Because, like, in the context of on the card, it makes sense. But in the context of having it be, like, an icon itself on the perk grid, I think it makes more sense to not have it be like that. Yeah. I do like that idea, though. That is cool. Okay, let's get the handle going then. Okay, that's roughly what I was gonna look at doing. Something like that. Make that slightly thicker. Yep, there we go. Now, I think... just add a little highlight here. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Now I feel like the handle might be a little bit too thick. It's a little bit of a thick boy, you know. But I don't really want to make it any skinnier, because then it would literally be just this. Yeah, like if I were to come in here and get rid of those. Yeah, that feels a little bit too skinny. Little too skinny. That feels okay. That feels all right. Let's see. What do we got here? The game like jam? Oh, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. I think this is something... Now I can't remember who shared it. I think Loki maybe shared this one? Maybe. That is getting close, though. 10 minutes. And oh, that's right. I do remember looking at this one, and I was like, holy crap, 1 month is too much. Way too much. Minecraft 2. There we go. We're gonna make Minecraft 2 an RPG Maker. Okay. Let me just take a look, all right? Roguelike, Souls-like, question marks likes. This is your chance to finish a game with known scope. Now you can focus on the actual building instead of what to build. The challenge: submit a game to so similar to the theme game, it would be considered a theme game like
Also Discord me the new color chart please. I only have the very old, very limited 1.3.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think I did post it in the Discord somewhere, but I can also send it to you. Okay, so once the jam starts, a game will be revealed below. You'll use it as your primary guide for all gameplay mechanics. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Well. I'm going to keep this up. I'm going to keep this up, and we're going to look at this in the next 9 minutes. At 10 o'clock, we're going to take a look at this, because I do kind of want to see what the game is. Because maybe, I don't think I will, but maybe. There's a maybe there. I think he's talking about this one. That's why Summer and Dev is GOAT. I had the page open already. That makes sense. Let's see, that's the one, Minecraft 2. I'm going to do that video eventually. Let's see, Discord the colors. 1 month is too much for the game we're doing right now, but one of the games was Puyo, and some people didn't even do it successfully in a month. I guess depending on your skill level and the engine you're using, I could see it being a little bit more difficult. So it's dependent. That is fair. That is fair. Well, hey, yeah, I'm definitely going to take a look in the next 9 minutes, and we're going to see what's kind of going on there. Because it could be fun. Could be a fun. 1. Maybe it's the color of the handle. I'm not a huge fan of the color of the handle. I think that's actually what the potential problem is. Ooh, see, that's the problem. That is the ultimate problem. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna dare to use Bevy. If that starts going south, I'll try Godot. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Do you know what I just realized, though? I just realized that Zeitgeisty, if that's how I pronounce your name, redeemed stretch 25 minutes ago, and we never stretch, everybody. All right, everybody, stretch with me. Oh, we're gonna go to the right this time. And then to the left. Oh, and backwards. Oh, boy, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Thank you for the stretch 25 minutes ago. That's my bad. Oh, this jam can also join as a team too? Nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here, Moonwood, go code and let me make a maybe terrible mock-up. Well, I gotta have the thing first. I think we're probably just about there, but I'm definitely down. I'm definitely down to see kind of what you get going on. So, I mean, if you would like, the icon size does need to be 22 by 22 pixels. So, well, anywhere in that scope. So it can't be larger than 22 by 22, but then any it doesn't have to be perfectly square 22 by 22. So, yeah. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, I don't know. That's not the one. That's the one. Team. Wow, that's so great. I'm glad that it will say that, yes, it says team, but then it doesn't actually show me where it says team. Do not use assets that you or your team did not make. Okay. Well, it does say team. So, I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible. The top 3 winning games, devs/teams will receive 1 year of the Craft Picks member. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so there we go. It does look like teams. Yes, absolutely, you can do teams. That's pretty cool. I love Microsoft Edge. It's the best. It's the best. I should have literally just like created a different profile on like Brave. I don't know. There was like a part of me that was like I like to have my browser. So here, I'm weird. I like to have my browsers separate based on what I'm doing. So I use Brave for my own personal browser. I use Chrome for work. I use Edge for streaming and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Maybe I'm probably. Gonna head to the store and buy some fancy water and Thai chicken salad. I'll probably be back relatively soonish. Good luck, TripAdvisor. Good luck. I hope that it's not too crazy out there. All right. Well, I think this is going to be close enough, at least for now, that we can get this in the game and start working on it. So let's delete you. Let's delete you. We're going to merge. We're going to resize you back up to 400%. And we're going to save this as perk card 13. There we go. Happy days. So, over here, what do we got to do? First and foremost, we got to say, hey, you can now pick perk cards 1 through 13. So that's exciting stuff. And then over in here, we're going to say perk tooltips. You are 13. And this one is called Grave Robber's Vigor. Okay, let's see here. What would be the description? Do I have a description in here? I do! Oh my goodness. You get a rush from robbing the chests of the dead, resulting in rejuvenated health. But the denizens of the tomb can smell the stolen treasures on you. That's the one. That's the one. Okay. I need to figure out exactly how much I can fit on a line. I feel like this one's decent. Okay, so it's not quite a full, because there's the cut right there. And then there's the cut right there. I was hoping to have a little bit more of like a set length, but apparently not. So what if we just say... Because it's not quite halfway. It's about a third of the way between here and there. So, let's do /n. And about there. /n. And then that's going to be too much. There's too much going on here. I think I'm going to have to rewrite this thing. I think so. Okay. Okay, we'll do this one. Opening chests restores 10% HP. And then Necro. Yeah. Necro monsters. Do 5% more damage. Yeah, good enough. All right. Gonna head to the store. Let's see. That's what I do too. See, it works out pretty well. Eat, sleep, game like jam, repeat. 1 minute. It's getting close. It's getting very close. We got 50 seconds. We got 50 seconds, everybody. Okay, necromonsters do 5% more damage. Cool. So, just with that, we should be able to... Whoops. Whoopsie. I forgot some of the stuff. All right, we need to fix that. We need to fix that. 25%. That would do it. That would do it. But we got 10 seconds, everybody. All right, let's get back over here. Let's get back over here. We got to be ready. We got to be ready for it. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Refresh. I have a feeling a lot of people probably just refresh this. Okay, submissions do. Am I saying that right? Submissions due in 23 hours, 59 minutes. I'm gonna refresh again because that seems incorrect. What? Okay, it's a little broken. It's a little broken. It's a little broken, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, we're just gonna get down here. We're actually gonna give this. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna be copyrighted, so we're just gonna do this. What? Submit a game similar enough to classic Minecraft. It might be considered a Minecraft-like. Well, we're out. We're out. We're not gonna be able to do that. Not with RPG Maker. Oh my gosh. Submit a game similar enough to classic Minecraft. It might be considered a Minecraft-like. Whew, all right, well, cool. Yeah, RPG Maker's 2D, I think. It is. It definitely is. Yeah, we can do some cool things with RPG Maker. We can't do that, though. Absolutely not. That's not gonna happen. Quick, we got 1 day to make a game. Go, 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 go. That's 100% bug. Oh, yeah, 100%. They fixed it. Okay, cool. No way. What? That's hype. That is very hype, though. That is very hype. That is super cool. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm playing Minecraft. Look at me go! I have a feeling this doesn't seem like actual Minecraft. What's going on here, huh? What is this? Y'all are gonna see my absolutely fantastic skills right here. Here we go. We're gonna get some mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that Minecraft works better than this nowadays. Cause woo! Could you imagine if this was still how Minecraft looked and felt and played? I know it doesn't seem like much because I'm just kind of like going up, but like
that's my pixel artist.
It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, this is, the controls just feel so clunky. Does the water do anything? It does fill in. See, now that's something we could do in RPG Maker. Yeah! Should we make a 2D Minecraft? That's just Terraria. Never mind. I thought we were cooking. I thought we were maybe cooking, but no, that is just Terraria. Oh my gosh, does the sand not fall? Also, is this like the actual Minecraft version 0.0.23a? Or is this like a, is this someone took that build and made it playable in browser? I don't actually know. I don't actually know. Anyway, yeah, I don't. Is there an inventory? No inventory! What is this garbage? I could make something like better than this in RPG Maker. I could have an inventory. Well, yeah, there we go. That's, cool. Well, I hope everybody has an absolute blast of a time making Minecraft in whatever amazing engines you all have skills in, because the engine that I have skills in, I'm not actually going to be able to make Minecraft. You can still nerd pull up, so that's pretty exciting stuff. Was there no health in this game either? Like way back when? See, here's the thing. I did not play... Oh, I reached the building limit. I did not play Minecraft until like 2014, 2015. was like the first time that I ever actually played Minecraft. Tally ho! What is this unrealistic game? Terrible, terrible stuff. Anyway, cool. Well, I hope you all have an absolute blast of a time with this. Ugh. Let's see, that's Minecraft. It's a bit of an older version. A bit of an older version, but still checks out. Version 0.0.23a_01. It's classic version. Minecraft stream again? No. We all remember how the Minecraft stream went last time. That's my pixel art. Oh, hello. No, I like it. I think it looks good. Yeah. It's fantastic. No, I think it looks great. I think it looks great. I love you. Gotcha. No, I think it looks great. I hit my microphone again. I feel like I do that a lot. I'm so sorry. Moon Mom spotted. I spotted you. Nah, she was off camera. She got something in the mail and wanted to make sure that, you know, getting it a second opinion, make sure it looks good. Let's see here. Actual Minecraft, LOL. What was the code that let you put more images on the screen? Oh, that was a plugin from SomeRanDev. So SomeRanDev made a plugin to allow you to have more than 100 images on the screen at once, which, if I were to make a Minecraft clone in RPG Maker, I would definitely have to do something like that. She wasn't off camera for a sec. Wait, could you see her arm or something? That would be hilarious. What? I'm checking. I mean, there's not much we can do about it now. If she was. Oh, yeah. We saw your arm for a second. Well, there we go. Everybody knows Moon Mom is a floating arm. So, you know, nothing too crazy there. But RPG Maker MZ allows you to show as many pictures on the screen as you want. So, actually, I'm pretty sure it's as many as you want. There may still be a limit, but it's a much higher limit than the 100 that MV has. Moon Mom spotted. She wasn't off camera for a sec. Did he release the plugin, or is it something that was made for you? I actually don't remember. Hey, SomeRanDev, if you're still here, was the plugin you wrote to be able to show more pictures in RPG Maker MV? I believe it is the... Now I don't remember what it was called. JavaScript. Plugins. It's the Surd Magic? Surd Magic, I think?
Go into the intel says, okay dude, I'm gonna go stream, catch you next time.
Good luck with your stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. So thank you. Yes. So the plugin is just called Surd Magic. So I don't know if SomeRanDev ever actually released this or not. But yeah, so basically, like, this is literally the code right here. Game screen prototype max pictures equals function return, and then just the number that you want. That's literally it. This second line is specific to another plugin that I have. It's called the Eli Easing Pictures. And it allows you to be able to, like, well, you know, ease pictures in RPG Maker MV. MZ has it built in. This one does have even more functionality, the MZ version. But yeah, so that is the code right there. So I'm so sorry, SomeRanDev, if I just gave away all of your secrets. That is my bad. Anywho, so yeah. Okay, so let's do this. My secrets! I'm sorry about your secrets. I would say I didn't mean to, but I guess I did kind of just pull it up on stream, so... Not that I haven't pulled it up on stream before, though, so, you know. Maybe that's why I was feeling so flat, is because it didn't have an outline. That could have been it. Maybe. Potentially. All right. There we go. Yeah, maybe that helps. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's increase you up to 400%. And then we're going to save you as PNG, perk, card 13. There we go. And then if we come back over here, and we refresh, and we refresh, and we refresh. Any second now. That is going to be the problem with testing all these things out, is that it's going to be kind of a nightmare to actually get it to give us the items we want. Oh my gosh. There we go. The Grave Robber's Vigor. Yeah, so as you can see, okay, so we can definitely fit more text on there. We can definitely do that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I know that I shouldn't be, but there's like a part of me thinking about how I would make even just like a simple ripoff, a simple clone of Minecraft to be able to submit to that game jam. I don't know. Let's see here. Wait, what is your name? Babe Elena Library. I hope I got your name right. Says something like Roamstead, core keeper, may be able to be an RPG maker. Oh, that's true. We could do more like a top down. So instead of like a side scrolling, do like more of a top down. That could be interesting. I think you're onto something there. This is all done with eventing. So there is a lot of eventing, but there is also a lot of JavaScript. So I mean, we've got a handful of plugins. Like there are a few that we are using, but a lot of this is just raw JavaScript wherever we need it. So basically, anytime you see this like lighter gray text, that's all JavaScript. Basically, all of our common events are JavaScript. There's a lot of JavaScript that I'm using. Obviously, you know, a lot of eventing as well, like I said. Yeah, so I will say it would be possible to make everything just by eventing it, but it is a lot more efficient using the JavaScript. Then you run into things like this that would just be an absolute nightmare to do fully evented. So, yeah. Cut out the rejuvenated health text and make a comma that separates the two sentences. True, yeah, I definitely do need to redo how the text is going. But so you saying? Yeah, we definitely don't need all of that. So we could. There it is. Okay, so the seconds just start counting. Okay, reload. It's got to be fixed. There we go. 1 month, 0 days, 23 hours, 47 minutes. There you go. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to be thinking about something like this, because I definitely would not be able to take the whole month, right? I could definitely not take the whole month of July working on this thing. I absolutely cannot do another month-long jam in this year, okay? I can't do it. But if I could think of like some... That's the thing, is I'm like, why would I even spend the time doing a thing if it's not going to result in a positive interaction? So I already have so much more. I shouldn't do it. I should not do it. Let's just focus on this. Let's see here. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't know if RPG Maker is able to render 1,000 plus dirt blocks. That is true. It definitely would not be able to. It would have to be like a, it would probably have to be like an instance kind of a thing, where you would go from like room to room and you would like do stuff in that room. So yeah, maybe. The 8-bit Nexus says you can do the Toasty Jam. I do want to do the Toasty Jam. Actually, when does that start again? Toasty Game Jam. So that is coming up soon, right? Yeah, because I did join the Toasty Jam already. Wait, what? Oh wait, this is the first one. Right? This was the first one? Okay. Whew. I thought I had missed it entirely. I was like, what? What do you mean I missed it? Okay, that was the first one. That was the first one. It's the Toasty Game Jam 2, I suppose I should look up. There we go. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I was like, how did I miss the Toasty Jam completely? Okay, there we go. There we go. Toasty Jam 2 RPG Maker Game Jam. Yeah, so 5 days, 11 hours. Okay, all right. So that's starting this weekend. Well, okay, not this. Yes, this weekend? This next week. It's the 6th. Yes. No. Next Monday. So it starts in a week. And then it goes for a week. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited to see what the theme is. I've again, like I said, I have joined. I am looking forward to it. I say as I couldn't remember when it actually starts. I am looking forward to it to see what the theme is. Knowing Toasty, it's probably gonna be something spooky. Probably a little spooky. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you are going to join the Toasty Game Jam 2, make sure you add footstep sounds. Do not, I repeat, do not submit a game without footstep sounds. Because if you do, it will be brought up. Toasty will be disappointed if there are no footstep sounds. So, just make sure, whatever you submit, it doesn't matter what it is, you could be a game about a fish. Add footstep sounds. Otherwise, Toasty will be very disappointed in you. I'm just saying. Throw that out there for anybody. It could be a game about a foot. It's true, it could be a game about a foot. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Add those footstep sounds. Make sure you add them. Some Ren Dev is 100% correct. If I try, I will slice worlds into parts like Isaac. That would be a good time. Starts Monday. Oh, it's coming up fast. If you almost exclusively use JavaScript, you probably could get a reasonable approximation of Minecraft, but that'd be defeat the point of using RPG Maker. That is true, Dan. Yeah, yeah, to be able to recreate something like Minecraft and RPG Maker, and if you were to know coding well enough to be able to do something like that, it does kind of come down to the point where you're just like, why am I using RPG Maker still? Like, what's the point? I might as well go, like, use an engine, like, use a different engine. So, I don't know. Minecraft does that kind of in chunks and region 5. That is a good point. It does use chunks. That is a really great point. I wonder if I could make a good incremental game in Godot. Honestly, incremental games are a great way to experiment with game dev. Yeah, incremental games. Woo! I love incremental games. They're my fave. It could be a game about a foot, or just make everyone float. No, you'd still need footstep sounds. There can't be footstep sounds if no one has feet. There we go. Okay, so if it is based off of a horror theme, someone needs to make a game that is about everybody who has no feet. There are no feet in the game, so there can be no footsteps. Yeah, there can't be footsteps as no one's got feet. What's an incremental game? So think like idle clicker games would be like an incremental game. Actually, here's an example. Think something like Unboxed. That would be an incremental game. Speaking of incremental games, self-promotion here. This is a game I made back in March for Game Jam, so good times. Also made in RPG Maker, so it's just an idle clicker game where you have your chickens and you're getting money. Yeah. Although I will say, don't play this version. This version has not been updated yet. I need to actually push the update. I'm like 99% sure this game jam is 100% done, seeing as how it was back in March. Anyway, yeah, so I would highly recommend not playing this one yet, because I do have an updated version with actual idle mechanics. Because in this one, I did not get the idle mechanics done before the game jam finished, so yeah. So this one doesn't actually have idle mechanics, but in the actual one that I need to get on here, it does have the idle mechanics. So, yeah. But if you like idle games, then this will be on there. So, yeah, should be a good time. Anyway, oh no, I just want to sit and play a fun idle game. Anyway. Technically, Lemonade on Main Street is an incremental. That is true. Lemonade on Main Street is kind of an incremental game as well. Galaxy.click is a repository of them, and it's great. I have actually heard of Galaxy.click, but that is because of LegingerDev, who made, actually, I guess, another promotion. All Hail the Orb. Yes, if you like idle games, so All Hail the Orb was made by an absolutely fantastic dev who pops into the stream every now and then. So All Hail the Orb, if you have not seen it on Steam, highly recommend. It's an absolute blast of a game. And apparently, oh my gosh, that is just absolutely wild. Literally released in April of this year, and it already has almost 1,100 ratings. That is insane how well this game has done. It is crazy. Anyway, yeah, so if you like idle games, here's another great one. And yeah, if you do get it and if you love it, then say that I almost said that say that some random dev sent you. then say that Moonwood Games sent you. Or you could say some random dev sent you. Either way. But anyway, yeah, so another great game. But anyway, so I learned about Galaxy.clip because... I learned about Galaxy.click because of Leginder Dev, who made this game, because he had posted this game on the same website and was talking about it and like how it worked really well to like help people actually, you know, find his game. So I think once I get this game all updated and good to go, then I probably will post on there and just be like, what do you think, everybody? What do you think? So... anyway, yeah, good times indeed for all. Let's incubate the eggs. Let's see what we get here. Dude, how do you do this stuff? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. What is happening? Okay, so apparently if you play... What?
Charles have just turned their way into the credits of Tomb of Vercilias.
Charles, that is absolutely fantastic. That's wild. That is wild. I'm like 99% sure. I'm just gonna double check. Hold up. Hold please. Fine. There it is. Moving up in the world, going up to 9. You are now at 9x in the credits for Tomb of Vercilias. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for watching long enough to be able to redeem this 9 times. That is 90,000 channel points that you have now redeemed on getting your name in the credits 9 times. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, very nice. Very nicely done. And also, glad to see you here. I still need to update Limit on Main Street to add the duck. That's true. I do. Anyway, I have to go, sadly. This tutorial I'm watching is a video. I'll be back, though. Axel, good luck with your tutorial. I hope that it goes well. Anyway, yeah, it's literally just I don't know. It's probably just me being crazy to make stuff like this in RPG Maker. It really should not be used to make stuff like this. But I do, and I don't know. I have a good time with it. It's fun. I like it. Anywho. So, yeah. Let's see here. No equivalent on YouTube for that. Equivalent for... Oh, to get your name in the credits. Unfortunately, yeah, I wish that YouTube had some like better channel points and redeems and things like that. I feel like it desperately needs it. It really needs something like that. Because yeah, over on Twitch, like we got all the fun stuff. We got the points where you can, I don't know, turn me into a PNG tuber. You got name in the credits. You got random sounds, things like that. So I wish that YouTube had something more similar. But I don't know. I think another thing I might do is maybe for the YouTube equivalent, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so, I don't know, maybe if you're like a member or something. But the thing is, like, I don't want someone to have to pay on one platform but not on the other. So I don't know. I will be doing a thing where depending on, and I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to like announce anything officially yet, but there will be a threshold for, oh, have you given X number of dollars like to the stream, like while I've been streaming, whether that's bits, super chats, memberships, subs, whatever it may be. Like once you have done X number of dollars, then you will be put into the credits as a producer on the project. So I do want to do that eventually and I don't know if I'm going to do like top 10 or something like that, or if it's just going to be like a threshold, and anybody who clears that threshold, you'll be put in like a producer category. But I will be doing that eventually, something like that anyway. So yeah. Twitch plugins and stuff have a steep learning curve, at least when I tried. Oh, are you meaning for like getting stuff to work with Twitch? Is that what you're meaning? Because if that's the case, yes, there is a huge learning curve to be able to get Twitch, especially to work in RPG Maker. You can do it, though. I have done it. It does work. Yeah, it was a lot of work. I was very happy when I got it going. Oh my goodness!
Shkoka gifted 1 subscriptions to the Moonwood Alliance.
Jerry, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Congratulations to the Nerd Mansion for getting the gifted sub. So absolutely fantastic stuff. Thank you, Jerry. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. So thank you very much. Yeah, good times. Good times indeed. All right, so let's get this thing going. Holy smokes. I feel like I have really been spinning my wheels tonight, and I apologize. It's just so much fun. I just like hanging out and chatting, but we do need to get work done. So let's come over here. So I do know Autumn had mentioned changing this. So you get a rush from robbing the chests of the dead, resulting in rejuvenated health. But Autumn was saying, cut out the rejuvenated health text and add a comma that separates the 2 sentences. You get a rush from robbing the chests of the dead. Oh, how about this? You get a rush from robbing the treasures of the dead. But the denizens of the tomb can smell the stolen valuables. We'll say the stolen valuables. There we go. Okay, that should be better. That should be much better. So if we come over here, just paste that in there. All right, so you get a rush from. So I'm pretty sure what we're gonna do is we line it up there, and then we say, so here's the halfway mark in the window, and then we say just a little bit more. It's like here-ish. So we go /n. And then we go, of the dead can smell the stolen valuables. There we go. And then opening chest restores 10% HP. Necromonsters do 5% more damage. I think that's good. So, next we need... So move the perk icons, that one's good. Applying the perk stats. There we go. It's going to be stat number 13, and this is going to be the Grave Robber's Vigor. Okay. Where are we going to throw this thing? So we got perk gemstone spawn rate. I think I'm also going to throw in here the perk monster spawn rate, because I do want to also have perks that can affect the spawn rate of monsters. So yes, we'll have gemstone spawn rate, monster spawn rate. We'll probably also want to have trap spawn rate. So those are like the 3 things that can spawn, right? The gemstones, the monsters, and the traps. And then everything else just kind of gets filled in with that. So, after that, we've got perk. Do I already have something like this, though? Monster kill HP restore, healing item modifiers. I think it's actually a skill. Wherever those would be. Find skill. Okay, so it's somewhere in here. But whatever. Okay, so we're going to say this one's going to be called perk chest healing. This is going to be a percentage. And we're going to set you to be... I feel like 10% is good. Because there's not a ton of chests in the tomb. Yeah, there's not a ton. So I feel fine having it restore 10% HP anytime you open up a chest. And then we need to create all sorts of other ones. So we've got perk, pyro monster damage. This one's going to be a percentage as well. We don't have anything like this, right? Perk. So we have the pyro card damage. Monster Blackjack. Pyro rune damage. That's specific to like the gemstones. So yeah, so we have nothing specific to the monsters. So perk pyro monster damage, geo monster damage, hydro monster damage. I don't know why I capitalized the G. And then necro monster damage. Scoiled with the dancing. Good old times, Scoiled. I love the dancing. Ah, she looks so good. You honestly, you absolutely nailed that thing. Turned out so good. See, Bryant says, "Hey, Moonwood Games, I hope you're doing well. I am doing absolutely fantastic, Bryant. How you doing? How's life? Hopefully things are going well for you." I had to sneeze. I apologize. Yeah. I hope that life is treating you well. I'm proud of my. You should be. You absolutely should be. Yeah, she is so adorable. Love the dancing animation. Turned out so good. Okay, so this is going to be the necro monster damage is going to be increased by 10%, or this is 5%? 5%. Does 5% more damage. Cool. And we don't need to do anything with Jerry's gemstones, so we can get rid of that. Ooh, the headshot!
Scoiled just summoned Moonchan.
Ah, there we go. There's good old Moonchan. Hello, it is I, Moonchan, the classic, the OG, here to do some stuff. Make some games and all that fun stuff. I hope you're all having an absolutely fantastic evening here. Here at the Moonwood streams. All right. I think that should be good. Pretty sure. I hope so. So, now if we come back over here. I think the reason why it feels so off is because all of these items are smaller items. So they make sense to have the icon be the size that they are. But then you get a full-size shovel that just feels small. I think that's why I'm like looking at it and going, what is going on here? It feels small. I think that might be it. But I also don't want to have like just the spade, you know? Like I want to have like, not just like the, is it called the spade? Like the spade of the shovel? The head of the shovel? The tip of the shovel? Whatever it is. I don't want to just have that. Like I want to have the full thing. I don't know. Something about it is just kind of throwing me off. It doesn't feel like it matches the other icons. But anyway, so we'll hover over that. You get a rush from robbing the treasures of the dead, but the denizens of the tomb can smell the stolen valuables. Opening chest restores 10% HP. Necromonsters do 5% more damage. Oh, I just realized something. We don't have an icon. We don't have an icon for the shovel, so we got to fix that. We've got to fix that. First and foremost, though, we got to come in here. We got to turn off this whole loop thing because we do not need to loop. We do not need to loop. Oh, yeah, we can get rid of all this.
Today says, "Oh, Moonman, can you do me a quick favor and Discord me the color palette? I can't find it on the Discord."
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think, really quickly, I'm just going to get rid of that. And that, and that, and those. And then I'm gonna get rid of that. Then that should be good. I don't know if I need this exit event processing. I can't remember if I added that before or after. I'm just gonna keep it there though, just in case. Just in case. Okay, that cleans that up a bit. Cool. Alright, let's come over to... Actually, I think I have the color palette saved somewhere. Downloads? Where are you? I thought I had it on here. Maybe I don't. Yeah. Oh, well, that's fine. That is fine. So we'll just come over here. I'm gonna grab color palette, new. Paste that in there. We're just gonna say image size. Let's go up like, I don't know, 500%. Or, I don't know, 1,000%. Sure, why not? That looks about right. That looks about right. Okay, let's save this over to downloads. Just gonna call this the Tov color palette. Apparently that already exists. Oh, that's the old color palette. Well then, we're going to replace that one. Yes, please replace. Yes, please. All right, and then we come over to Nya. We want to pull that off so I do not reveal the DMs. Oh, there you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sending that. All right, let's throw this over here. We go to downloads. I'm gonna go the Tov color palette. Ah, crap. Where'd you go? Tov underscore color palette. There it is. All right, there you go. You have got yourself a nice new Tomb of Vercilias color palette, which I'm like 99% sure I'm not going to change again. Like 99% sure. If I do though, I'll literally just have to go through and just like update the images to the new color palette. So, you know, not the end of the world if I have to. But anyway. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's do. I gotta switch off of this. No, that should be fine. We'll just minimize that. Close that. Okay. True OG of all Moonchan, I have returned and dare to delete it. I dare. I do dare. The jam is a Minecraft-like. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. That is going to be a bit of a challenge, and I will tip my hat to anybody that can do it. I know that I won't be able to, but to anybody else that can, which I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people out there that can. And it's going to be an absolute blast of time to see what everybody makes. Okay, so next we do need to get the icon though in here. So let's close that. We pull up you. We want to go perk icons. Should be the correct size. Set that down to 25%. And this guy, let's set it back down to 25% again. Okay, we just basically want to take this guy minus all of that. Okay, so we do need to make this slightly smaller though. slightly smaller. So that is, whew. Really? That's how much larger the icon on that is compared to, oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to just do this. I mean, it gets us close. It gets us close. I might actually just be able to, like, fill in the blanks and then call it good. Actually. That actually turned out all right. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Well then, never mind. Apparently we can just fill in the blanks and everything's fine. Okay, cool. Well, let's upscale that to 400% again. And we're going to save this as PNG perk icon 13. Okay, back over here. Now we should be able to come in here, and then when it pulls up the Grave Robber's Vigor, we should be able to select it. It'll then move it over there, and then it's just a happy day. And now we have the Grave Robber's Vigor. Cool. Let's also come in here. Whoa, let's also come in here, and we are going to hide everything else, and we're going to get rid of this guy because we don't need that anymore, so delete you. Cool. Okay. Now let's get the actual functionality working. Says the biggest one we gotta do. Wait, what do we got here? The Moon Man Jam. What is the Moon Man Jam? What is the Moon Man Jam? Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, let's pause this. Unmute. Let's see what I say. Let's see what I say. Let's see what I do. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's do. Do you like my jam? Why does everything feel so off though? Like what? Okay, cool. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Can you guys like not hear the music at all? Like if I do this. Like, can you hear the music? Because I could not hear it in that clip. There's definitely music playing. I can hear the music. Why can I not hear it in the clip? It was so quiet. Okay, I can hear it. Okay, let's do. Yeah, definitely very quiet. And my microphone sounds very loud. I don't know what's happening with my sound. Well. Oh well. Oh well. I feel like you can also hear like every single. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Did I like accidentally change something or what is happening here? What is going on? Audio. Yeah, like you're set to the Yeti. So I don't know. All the filters are on. I don't know. Is your mic turned on? It is turned on. It is turned on. So I don't know. But like I'm definitely clipping the microphone way more than I was before. But I don't know. I have no idea. But it sounds, to me, anytime I hear it, I'm like, this sounds very different from how it usually sounds. So I don't know. Maybe it's the port that I plugged it into when I redid my computer. I don't know. I'll have to do some experiments after the stream and just kind of see what we can figure out. I figured out your problem. Your shovel is too big. I had a similar problem once in my garage. There's nothing wrong with large shovels. That's what makes it fun. But you're right. You are right. It is a very large shovel. I already have a basic blueprint for a 2D tile-based game. Maybe. Okay. Does that make the music too loud? Huh. Well, then maybe we do this. We're gonna turn this down to like a 7. We're gonna turn it down to 7. Definitely not 6. 7. We're turning it down to 7, and then we're gonna turn this down. Because even that just kind of seems so loud. I'm clipping. I don't know what's happening there. And then we'll turn that back down to like a 5. I don't know. I can hear the music. I couldn't because my music is low, which is fine, obviously. Quiet, but not unhearable. Okay. Is your mic turned on? What? Yes, there it is. If it's too big, it's too hard to dig. That is a really great point, actually. No, that's fine. I think this is still a good music volume. Okay, cool. Well, then maybe I'll turn it back down just a little bit. I don't know. Like, I want it to be there, but I don't want it to be like overwhelming. I don't know. I should have tested my mic more. 1, after the move, but then 2, there was another update. There was another freaking update for OBS, and I think it's probably I updated OBS, and now it's doing weird things to my audio potentially. Oh well. Oh well. No, you are just too small. What? 6, 7? I'll make it where people can spend mana on the volume controls. No. Oh, that would end horribly. That would end so badly if people could control. Yeah, no. Not gonna happen. Okay, so over here now. Let's go over here to the tomb. And then over here on page 5, we've got the chest options. Use key. Check if the player has a key. Okay, is there not a... I swear there's a skill that allows you to get healed when you open up a chest. Is there not? I swear this is a thing. Let's go to the skill tree. Restore a small amount of HP after slaying the floor guardian. Restore a small amount of HP after leaving the floor. Restore a small amount of HP after every slain monster. Okay. And then increase the amount of gold found on the slain monsters. More chests with more valuables. Okay. Well, then never mind. For some reason, I was thinking there was already something that would, like, heal you when you open the chest, but I guess not. I guess not. So it will be strictly a perk thing, which I guess is fine. I guess that's fine. So, let's do over here, dead monster, heal player with perk cards, sleight of hand, healing player with skills. Vigorous Harvest restores a small amount of HP after killing the Void Guardian. That's the one. I think that's the one we'll want. I mean, I think they're basically the exact same things. So, yeah, we'll just take that one. All right, so then over here with the chest, when you open it, I think right here, yeah, probably right here is where we want to actually heal. So, we'll just say, I think we can get rid of the conditional branch. And we'll just say, perk card healing. I guess this one will be specific. Yeah, we'll just say heal or damage player based on variable. Which one is it again? Perk chest healing. So that's 686. Based on variable 686. Okay. So then in here, we just want to say set the player's health, round up. Ooh, wait, no. We need to do kind of the same thing here. Which I think let's just set this up as we need. And then we'll figure out the rounding up or rounding down. So, round up, game variables dot value 50 plus 51. So that's HP. Okay, so we're setting the HP to equal HP plus max HP plus max HP times, this will be 686 divided by 100 times 704 times 2 divided by 100. So I don't think we need this guy right here. So what is 704? 704 is, okay, specifically for skills, we don't need to worry about the skills. Okay, so yes, we can get rid of you. So we're 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, there. Okay, so we're just saying game variables at set values. So we're saying set the player's health, round up. So we're setting it to the player's health plus max health plus max health times this variable divided by 100, which turns it into a which turns it into a percentage. Okay, so that is 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 4 5 6 5 4 3 2 1 0. Cool. We got the right amount of parentheses. Awesome. Happy days. Okay. So, with that, we'll see if it works. School says I have to log in for my project. I've been resting with 0 progress and never started. But you, some ran dev, Axel, making games. I need to get back to work. That's true. That's true. You do. You do. Yeah, it's very important. What the?
Axel_Benedict wants Moonman to do 10 chest
benders. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Axel_Benedict wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
And then wait for it. Wait for it.
Axel_Benedict just redeemed stream.
There's the trifecta. There's the trifecta we've been waiting for. All right, everybody, let's do the trifecta, and then we're gonna jump in and test this and make sure that it's going. So let's create the jams, and we're gonna do that really quickly. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, also, I almost forgot. We've got the trifecta. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this. All right, everybody, you know how it goes. 10 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Oh, now time for the bicep curls. You know how this goes. 10 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Oh, man. Oh, and now, time for a good stretch. Oh, let's go to the left this time. And then to the right. And backwards. Oh. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Axel. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. Good times. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want snacks.
Thanks for the follow. Nihilisms 0194.
Nihilisms 0194. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Whew. Let's see here. Check your DMs, please. Oh, for Scoiled? What do you got, Scoiled? What do you got in the DMs? What am I, chopped liver? That's fair. Loki is also working on absolutely fantastic stuff. Oh, I will now. Swole. Lazarla, welcome. Glad to see you here. Yes, we are getting swole. We are getting swole here on the stream. How's life? How you doing? Hopefully things are going well for you. Who do it? Sorry, you're also making a game. I completely forgot because I didn't check Moonman server lately because I was busy. Oh, you're good, Squad. You're good. You're good. Loki is used to being ignored, so he thrives off of it, actually. So there you go. Or at least that's what I've been told. So I could be wrong. I'm not making a game. I'm making an experience. Yes, an experience. A beautiful, wonderful experience. With the characters that have no lips. None at all. I should go back to hourly sets for 10 reps for 10 hours. That would not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Going good for me. Nice to see you too. Yeah, I feel like it's been a very, very hot minute.
Loki gets stronger from every person who ignores him.
See, we're just trying to make you stronger, Loki. That's all. I mean, that's what you tell yourself to feel better about ignoring me. I mean, yeah, that's basically what I tell myself. I'm glad you're doing good though, Lazarla. I'm glad you're doing good. I felt better, more clear-headed, and more motivated when I was lifting. I mean, it is a very good thing to keep yourself like physically healthy. Honestly, helps with like mental health a ton too. Summer Nev says, no. Oh, it's gonna look so good though. Currently prepping for art fight. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't believe I'm being exposed like this. OMG, I forgot to do this. So much fun. So much fun. Okay, let's see here. What was I doing? Oh yes, that's right. We are testing stuff. So let's do this. I want to take some damage so that I can see if I can heal myself with the chest. So if we take some damage from this guy, let's take a little bit of damage. Here we go. Just a little bit of damage, you know. Here we go. Just a little bit of damage, okay. And now that we've taken a little bit more damage. All right. That's the fates. That's the fates telling us that we need to attack this guy. There we go. Okay, so we're currently in room 50. So we're gonna spawn a chest in room 50. Room 50. Let's move up and we move down. Oh, look at that. There's a chest. So, do I have a key? I do have a key. Cool. So I have 18 health. What is my max health? My max health is something. It's something, everybody. It is a something of a max health. Player HP max is 25. And I currently have 18. Okay, so if we say 18 plus I guess really it would be, yeah, what is 10% of 25? It's 2.5. So then we would say, because we're rounding up, so this should be 21. It should be 21. Should be. Let's see what happens. We use a key. Holy smokes! That's a little more, that's a little more than 3. That's a little more than 3 health. Oh my gosh. 43! What is 43? Why 43? What is happening? Why do we just heal 43? I'm gonna go back to the drawing board on that one. I'm hoping I can do more than one this year. Last year, my fingers stopped way before I wanted to. I mean, that is fair. I mean, especially like depending on how long you spend per piece, like that is completely understandable. Completely understandable. Bobby says, yo, what's good? I made a cool FNAF fan game. If you want to try it, that would be awesome. I would absolutely love to, Bobby. What just happened? We recovered just a little bit too much HP. You healed 25. Okay, so if I healed 25, that means that I just healed my max HP. So it healed equal to the number of your max HP. Yeah, that's, If I remember correctly, you have the code as HP plus max HP divided by 100. Oh, that could do it. That could be doing it. I guess I did not search deep enough to see what was actually going on. All right, yeah, what do we got here? What do we got here? That's the one. Okay, let's just do this, and then let's come over to... I thought I still had it up. This makes it a little bit easier to kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so this is the code. So we're saying, set the value. So 50 is the player's HP, and then 51 is the max HP. So we're saying, set the player's HP to equal HP plus, yep, plus max HP. Okay. So yes, we want to say, set the player's HP to be player's HP plus, yeah, then max HP times 861. Okay, all right, there we go. There we go. That was a good eye. That was a good eye to see that was the issue right there. Okay, let's give that a shot. Let's see what happens. Let's get ourselves a shovel. There we go. Grave Robber's Vigor. I don't know where to send the game link. You can send it, so in the Discord, you could send it to either like Creator Corner or something. Creator Corner would probably be the best way to go. Oh yeah, did you check out the demo? The demo. Are you talking about the one that we played a little bit? Wait. No, I don't remember. You might have to remind me which demo. My brain is so bad at remembering. So bad at remembering things. Okay, we're stand on a 16. All right. We're gonna stand on a 13. Just gonna take a little bit of damage. Just a little bit of damage. Okay. Stand on a 15. Okay, now let's take this guy down. Do a 17. Okay. Let's do 19. Okay, 19's got to get it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. 19, I feel like that's got to get it again as well. There we go. Okay. Okay, 18. I feel like 18. Oh, I should have split. I should have split. Evens. Rough times. Rough times. Okay, 21. We're gonna stand on 21. There we go. All right, just one more hit. Just one more hit and this guy's out. 16, 21. Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. So we are in room 3. So if we move up, then we come over here and we say room trap for room 3. So you did -1, so you are a chest. Okay, so this now should restore 3 HP. It should set us up to a 12. Up to a 12. Use a key. I should have actually looked at the code, because as you can see here, it's got a little red squiggly saying, hey, this shouldn't be here. All of that just because I got rid of some stuff but didn't get rid of the freaking one extra parenthesis at the end. Okay, come on. Where is the shovel? Show me the shovel. Oh my gosh. I know it's RNG, but come on. I might have to like start weighting the first card to be more likely to be the show. There we go. To be whatever I'm working on. Okay, there we go. The unfinished song. Oh, the song! I have not yet. I have not really taken a look at too much of the stuff on the Discord. I'll probably be taking a look at because I think now I've got 3 things to look at. So I'll be looking at all those things probably tomorrow morning is my plan. I'm saving up for credits, so I'm not doing any trifectas or moon chants. That's fair, Bobby. That is fair. For a while. No worries. No worries. In Creator Corner, I will definitely be taking a look at it. Squad says, Moonman, did you want to see abandoned Moonchan design I made a month ago? Yes. Yes, please. And, wow, no spoon for you. I know, it's so sad. That blasted spoon just didn't want to show up. It just did not want to show up. Oh, well. It is what it is. Okay, let's take some damage. I got a thing. Let's take a little bit more damage, because it shouldn't affect how much I get healed based on what my current HP is, because it's just healing me based off of my max HP. Wow. Okay. All right, let's stand. That's gonna take this guy out. Oh my gosh. He got above an 18, no. That's just absolutely tragic. Oh my gosh. This guy will not go down. You're going down, buddy. Thank you. Okay, now we just need another hit like that and we should be good. 18's fine. Let's stand on an 18. Yeah. Okay, just one more hit. One more hit. 17, a soft 17. There we go. Now we've got a soft 18. Panned out in the end. All right, so that is room 4. So let's spawn a chest in room 4. We leave and come back. Now, let's see what happens. We've got 16 health. It should go up to a 19. Why? Why? Okay. Game variables.value. Set value. set player's HP. $50 is player's HP. And then round up player's HP plus the max HP do I have that right? So we're saying, let's just say the max HP is, 25 times, let's just say this would be, well, like 10% divided by 100. 2.5. Yeah, 25 times 100 divided, or 10 divided by 100 is 2.5. Okay, what am I missing? Set 50. Do I need to say set 50 to 50 plus round up 51 times, okay. I think that's what it should be. Man, I don't know why I've been struggling so much with this. Yeah, then 686. 686 is the correct variable, right? 686. Perk chest healing percentage. Okay. Drip Advisor says, all good, I gotta head out. Friend just joined the voice chat I was sitting in. No worries, Drip Advisor. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you on the Thursday stream. Oh my gosh, I was trying to think of what time of the week it actually was. Okay, so let's check variable 686. 686 is currently equal to... That's why. So over here in this spot here, this right down here is resetting all the variables. Because anytime you go from floor to floor, there's a whole lot of variables and switches and things like that that have to be reset every time. So 686 is currently being reset. Let's see, Squad says, abandoned Moonchan, send. Okay, I will definitely take a look at that. And Bobby says, oh, also, you did not respond to my DMs. I don't know what you're talking about, Bobby. I definitely responded to your DMs. I think it may have gone to your spam folder. Isn't that right, everybody else? I know, actually, I started saying your name. Actually, I'm pretty sure that everyone that we worked through this in the beginning of the stream is probably all gone now. We were gonna gaslight you, Bobby. I know. All right, tomorrow I'm going to catch up on my Discord and I'm going to finally respond to your message. I promise it's going to happen. I promise. I pinky swear. Here's my pinky and I'm swearing on my pinky that it's going to happen. Okay, so we need to make sure that 683 through 690 do not get reset. 683 through 690. So come over here. 683 through 690 do not get reset. 690? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that will no longer reset that. Oh, I think that's probably like the most frustrating thing is that like there are some things that I have to just say, you cannot reset this thing. Like, do not reset it. But then there's times I just forget to go in and change that. And then I'm like, wait, what's being reset? What isn't being reset? What is going on here? There we go. Grave robbers thing. Okay, so we're in room 50. So room 49. Where we want to put a chest. Ooh, blackjack. Yes, please. Oh, odds. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 15 to 25, okay. Of course, I used to have a 15, and then he gets a 15, he beats me out. Okay, 21, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, there we go. Let's just get one more hit on this guy. All right, let's just get one more hit on this guy. 14. Oh, 16. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. Of course. You know, if you don't risk it for the biscuit, you'll never eat. So you gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes. There we go. Okay, that's room 44. So let's come over. Nope, that's room 49. So let's come over here. Room. Oh, that's right. We need to go down over here. Room 49. Let's have the -1. Okay, so this should restore 3 HP because it should be rounding up 2.5 up to 3. Use a key. Thank freaking goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, that took way too long. Holy smokes. Yes, I went through Bobby's spam DMs earlier and saw the message. See, there we go. See, Bobby, it did happen. Autumn says, I don't know what you're talking about, Bobby. Moon Man was just talking about you. Thank you, Autumn. I'm glad you got my back. Why are only the purple and blue dice kind of dull? The other colors match their icon luminosity under the player portrait. So it's because I started updating the color palette because I created a new color palette. And so I started updating some things to be in the right color palette. And then I stopped and didn't finish updating the blue and purple. So I will be updating them to the correct color palette. But then I realized that the green, this green is probably a little bit too bright for what it is. So I need to update the green as well. And then I need to continue and update the blue and the purple. Yeah, there is a lot here because like there's very little that I've actually updated on the color palette. Like the dice, oh, okay, the red and the green are updated. I think the items are updated as well. I think they're on the new color palette. But like none of this is on the new color palette. The room's not on the new color palette. None of the map is on the new color palette. It's tragic, absolutely tragic. Yeah, green is too much. Blue and purple aren't enough. Yeah, got to do a little bit of equalizing, you know. But for other things, I feel like the color palette has worked pretty well because like all the icons here on the new color palette. It's like these blues. I feel like these blues work really well. Same with like the reds. That's the new color palette. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure everything is all everything perk card wise is on the new color palette. So it should be good there. But yeah, that is just the dice I do need to update, which I guess we're technically calling the gemstones now. But that's a story for a different day. I'm still on the fence with this shovel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you should probably finish the root gemstones. I probably should. Okay, so, The shovel handle's a little thick. It really is. It is a thick boy. That is for sure. I feel like it works pretty well on here, but not so much on the perk card itself. The perk card itself is a little bit, I think that's probably, maybe that's what it is. Is it just, it feels, yeah, the proportions just feel very cartoony, you know? Like the handle is just way too thick for what the shovel is. I'll figure it out. Okay, so now here's what we need to do. So I believe if you come over here, nope. If you come over to the tomb, go to page 5, come down here. This is where we actually need to do one more thing here. So we want to say set variable. No, yeah, control variables, set value. Now I could do. I'm just gonna go with a more simple way, actually. We're just gonna say if game variables dot value 686 if you are greater than or equal to 0, then we'll do this thing. Because that is rounding up. But then, else, if you are not greater than 0, so if you are removing HP, then we're going to say game variables dot set value, math floor, because that will round down instead. We're going to say, well, actually no, we should still round up, but instead of adding, we need to subtract that number. Yes. So that way, say for example, if there is a perk card that, so, you know, maybe instead of this perk card saying opening chest restores 10 HP, it would say something like, hey, if you open a chest, it'll damage you, right? So then we can say, let's come over to variable 686. So instead of being plus 10, we're going to say you're going to be minus 10. So that's minus 10% of your HP. And then let's go over here to room 15. Well, this guy damage us a few times. Why am I letting him damage me? Like, the chest is going to damage me. I just need to kill this guy. There we go. Okay, one more hit. Guess we're standing on a 16. I don't want to risk it. I'm glad that I didn't risk it. Okay, 15. Let's set 15 to be -1. That means there's a chest. We'll move up and then move down. There's a chest now. So if I use a key, it should deal 3 damage since my max HP is 25. So let's use a key. What? What? Oh. That would do it. You can't have a condition on an else, unless it's an else if. But it was not, so you cannot. Okay, we're in room 27, so if we just come over here and just say 27, say you to -1, and then we also need to come over here and say 686, say you to be -10. And then we can just escape from this guy. So if we just use a whole bunch of skill points to up the dex saving throw, then I can leave and I can get out of here in one shot. Cool. Then if I use the key, it should do 3 damage to me. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called the Pythagorean theorem. Is that the Pythagorean theorem? This is... You cannot subtract a negative number and have it do minus damage. You must add the negative number to do minus damage. Yeah. I'm not great at math, everybody. Just in case you were wondering, not great at math, not at all. Okay, we're in room 33. That's just called math. That's the Pi theorem. Sounds about right. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's just pretend like that didn't happen. Okay, so that is room 33. Okay, so we need to adjust room 33. So -1, and then back over here to 686. You need to be -10. Now, if we leave... Now, if we use a key... What? That did 2 damage. Hold up now. But do I actually need to be doing... Do I need to round down then? Do I round down because it's a negative number? I guess I would? I don't know why in my head I was thinking I needed to round up even though it's a negative number, but I guess that would make sense? Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right, room 58. Nope, that's decor. We need the traps. There we go. Room 58, -1. And then we're going to come up over here. 686. You are -10. So freaking help me. Please just let this work. Okay. Just going to up our dex saving throw. Unless, of course, he also gets a blackjack. That's cool. Okay, this should take me down to 19. Thank you. Thank freaking goodness. Okay, oh my gosh. That should not have taken as long as it did. It should have. But it did. And it's very embarrassing. But I'm glad we got to the bottom of that one. So now we do... So there's one other thing we need to take into consideration. And that is perks, perk cards, in relation to the player's maximum HP. Because if the player has a perk health points, say for example, if you are increasing it by 50%, we now have a lot more health to work with. Okay, so we also need to take that into consideration. Why do the chickens jump simultaneously? Do you mean simultaneously or spontaneously? I mean, I guess either one could work. So spontaneously, I don't know, just because why not? And then periodically, it's nothing with the stream. I mean, I thought that maybe eventually I would add some kind of Twitch integration with the chickens. So if I ever do that, then I may make some kind of redeem where you can make the chickens jump. Or maybe you can interact with your own chicken and make your own chicken jump. Maybe. So it's just kind of I don't know, adds a little bit of a pop and flair, you know, honestly. Get 2 sides of a triangle's length and it gets its diameter. That's just called math. That's the Pythagorean theorem, not Pythagorean theorem, not diameter area. What are you talking about? Never mind. Get a simple sandwich, mayo, sand. That's about as simple as a sandwich comes. Oh, you're gonna eat a simple sandwich. I may suggest holding the sand. Just have a mayo witch. And there you go. Well, they all jump at the same time. That is true. That is true. So technically it is simultaneously. They do sporadically simultaneously jump together. But then they also do sporadically jump individually too. Sand doesn't sound too good, a little crunchy though. Just a little crunchy. It's kind of like adding Doritos to your sandwich, right? Nothing that crazy, nothing that crazy. Yeah, area of a triangle from the sides of is herons, not Pythagorean theorem. That would make a lot more sense. That does make more sense. Okay, so the variable that is adjusting the player's HP based on a perk. That is 661. Okay. So, I think if you come over here, I think I actually have that in the game already for the HUD. 25. Okay, so you are showing, so current value is 50 with a max value of 51 plus game variables of value 661. Aha. Aha. Okay, so we're saying 51 plus Oh my gosh. What is all that? I need to throw that into this guy right here. Oh, it's because I have to round up or round down. Okay, so we're saying 51 plus variable 661, which is the health points. Okay, so then we're saying, yeah, so plus variable 661. And then if you are greater than or equal to 0, then round up variable 51 times 661 divided by 100, or math floor 51 times 661. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get that in there without absolutely destroying everything. Because we need this to be based off... Yeah. We need this to be based off of the player's full health. So. We need to get to where it says 51. Oh man, okay. I should have just grabbed the whole thing. I should have just grabbed... I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing with my life. Oh well, it's gonna be fine. So let's pull that up again. We'll pull this up again. We'll go to show 25. Max value, copy that. Okay, then back over here. So here's how we're actually showing that. Saying because now Moon is reading the message and do not want him to get confused. What is Moon trying to do right now? So basically, here's what we're trying to do. So we have the healing working for the chest, right? So if the variable is a positive integer, then it will heal the player whatever percentage it is at. If it is a negative integer, it will hurt the player once you open the chest in either with the key or the lockpick. But there is another perk in the game that we need to be able to take into consideration, and that is there are perks to be able to increase and decrease the player's maximum HP. So I don't want it to be confusing for people if they have a perk that is increasing their maximum HP to have it not heal them based on that maximum HP. So basically what I'm doing is I'm needing to... So variable 661 is the variable that is the perk for the max HP increase. And then in here with the JavaScript, we can say, if this variable is greater than or equal to 0, then round up 51 times 661 divided by 100, or, which means basically just if you are a negative integer, then math floor 51 times 661 divided by 100. Which, as you can see, is kind of the same thing here. So I think it's going to make it a little bit crazy, but I think we need to replace basically just this gave variables of value 51 with all of this. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's just 51 plus, and then it does the check, and it says all of that. I think. So I think if we do this, just to be safe, I'm going to throw that code down there, the working code. I'm going to throw it down there, and then I think we should be able to come over here, cut that, and then yeah, just replace $51 with that, and then over here, same thing, we would just say 51 that. Copy that, come over here, should just be able to replace this with that, I hope. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. So it should basically say the exact same HP. Gonna head off now. See y'all later. Autumn, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I know that it's very late for you over there in Europe. So good luck. And yeah, we will see you hopefully on the Thursday stream. So take care. Take care. I hope everything goes well for you, you know, over the next couple days of your week. All right. So we're in room 43. So let's just do this. Let's spawn the chest first. Let's take some damage from the rat. So as of right now, it should restore HP. It should still just do 3 HP total. Should. Should being the key word here. Oh my gosh. I guess I don't have to technically finish this guy off. I just need to take some damage and then leave. So let's get out of here. Okay. Now if we use the key, it should restore us up to 20 HP. No! All right. All right. Ugh. More looking at JavaScript code. My favorite thing in the world. Okay. I think, actually, I just need to get rid of this here. So we're just going to say plus, and then if 661 is greater than that, do this. And then I think same thing here, get rid of this. Then we just say if 661 is greater than or equal to 0, then math ceiling 51 times 661, or math floor 51 times 661. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Let's see. Fingers crossed. As long as I can just restore the standard amount of HP, we should be fine. And then we're going to test with, you know, the actual change. Moi, love you all, Twitch nerds and YouTube losers, and have a good insert time of day. Bye! I appreciate it, Autumn. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're in room 8. Oh, well, that works out perfectly. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to say room 8. Spawn a chest, and then the player's HP. Let's just set you to be like 15. And we come back up here. Now it should restore 3 HP. Or it could restore nothing. That works too. All right, all right, all right. I ate 2 mayo sandwiches. Actually good. That's... I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you. Well, Japanese mayo is sweet. American mayo is... I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah, American mayo, it is not sweet. Not at all. So I guess if it's sweet, then I can see it being pretty good. Okay. So. We're basically saying set the player's HP to equals player's HP plus if 661 is greater than or equal to 0, round up 51 times. Okay, I need to write this down. We're gonna say this. We're gonna say. So the player's HP. So we're just gonna say, I don't know, 15 equals 15 plus 25 times 10 divided by 100. $17.5. Okay. Or math floor. Game variables 51 times 661 divided by 100. I love sweet mayo, but I love salty, creamy mayo more. It is pretty good stuff. See, how does the perk max HP boost work code-wise? So basically, all it is, it's just a stored value in a variable, and then whenever I reference it, I just have to convert it to a percentage, essentially, which is what this right here is doing. So, like, say, for example, with this one specifically here. So it's saying round up the player's max HP times. So 661 is the variable. So let's, say for example, if it was 10%, this variable would be equal to 10 divided by 100, which essentially converts it to a percentage. So we'd be saying round up, so max HP, so 25 times 10%, which would be 2.5. So, yeah. So the working one, it said set 50 to equal 50 plus, but then this is where we just have, because this is basically another condition within. So we're just saying if variable 661 is greater than or equal to 0, so if it is, then do this thing. So saying set 50 to equal 50 plus round up, which is where this next part comes in. So that, because that's just a condition. So we're saying 51 times 661 divided by 100. I did set 661, right? That had a value. I guess it wouldn't have really mattered because I don't think it healed anything at all. Which is a problem, because it definitely should heal even if it has 0. Okay, so. Yeah, so we're saying 51. So that'd be, say, a value of 25. So 25 times or I don't think I would actually put you in here. So math floor 51 times 661 divided by 100 times. Okay. So we aren't even referencing this guy in the other bit of a code, the other bit of the code then. Oh boy. Okay, let's do this. Just so I can get this thing figured out properly. So, set variable 50 to equal 50 plus. And then if you are equal to 0, then we just want to say yeah, so we're basically just saying plus, rounding up, okay, yeah, so math ceiling, so plus max HP times 661 divided by 100. But I think this is the part that we don't actually need. We want to say oh my gosh. Come on, brain, you can do it. You can do it. Keep up. Game variables dot value 51 times this. So we're literally just saying 25 times, let's just say 10 divided by 100. So you'd be 2.5. Oh, trying to like recalculate everything in the moment just makes things so much worse. So the thing is, like, I didn't want to store the actual player health because I was like, it's going to be a temporary thing, so just store the percentage in a variable. Then I have to like recalculate it every single time I want to reference the full HP of the player, because I have to say, what is the player's HP plus any perk that is affecting the maximum HP. Okay, so plus I don't know. I don't know if I I'm gonna come back to this because it is way too late for my brain to be able to be like, yep, this is all making sense. I may also look into a different way of like storing the max HP so that I'm not having to recalculate every single time that I want to affect the max HP, damage-wise, healing-wise, whatever it may be. Okay, well that will at least, it heals / damages the player based on the max HP without the perks. So, most of the way there anyway. Okay. Can you at least check that 661 has a value? That it's not 0. Yeah, I could do that. Let's see here. Because I guess, yeah, I guess I didn't really check. But the thing is, I know that this is incorrect. So, I don't... yeah... So I do know that I had to go in and manually set it one of the times that I tested, but I think I did forget to set it again when I tested it a second time, or I guess the most recent time that I tested it. But after looking at the code, this will not work. Like, because looking at it, it's not even taken into consideration. Well, maybe it will. Might as well try it. We'll just see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Exactly. Nothing. Nothing could happen that's bad. What exactly is the equation you want to happen? So basically, here's what I need to have happen. So I need to say heal or damage the player. Let me write it out, because I'm like trying to think it through in my head, and I'm like, yeah. Okay, so basically, here is what we need. Here's what we need to do. So we need to say the players. Okay, come on. So we need to take the players' HP. Why do I do this every single time? Just type it out. So we need to say the HP plus the player's max HP, but the problem is that there's not technically just a set max HP, because there's the max HP, there's the HP that the player has, but then that can be increased by a variable. So basically you just say the max HP plus the HP modifier percentage. Because if the player has a max HP of 25, but then they have a modifier increasing their HP by like 20%, they need to take that into consideration as well. Which is kind of the issue, honestly, that is the issue they're running into. Because we have it working with the max HP minus the healing / damage. But what we don't have working is the max HP plus the HP modifier percentage. Because then it also then needs to be potentially plus or minus, depending on if the modifier, if the shovel or whatever the perk is, if the perk is currently at a positive integer, it will then need to increase the player's HP. If it's at a negative integer, it will then reduce the player's HP. So we're saying the player's HP plus the max HP plus max HP percentage divided by the HP healing, I think. This is the issue we're running into, though, is that, like, it is a bit late where I'm at, and so my brain is very much like, okay, it is getting late, and then it just, I don't know. It starts having a hard time processing things like this and trying to, like, actually think it through logically, you know? So that's the ultimate issue we're running into. It's not that, like, it's not doing the right thing, it's that I have a hard time keeping my mind on the right track to be like, okay, but why is it not doing the right thing? You know? If that makes sense at all. Yeah, JavaScript and I love JavaScript. It frustrates the crap out of me, though, a lot of the times. So, let me just double check, though. So if we grab the Grave Robbers thing, let's go to room 16. I was in room 22, though. So let's say room 22. Set there to be a chest. Then over into here. This should be healing me. And then if I change the health points gain to 10%. So now my max HP is no longer 25, it is now 25 plus 10%. So we're 28. We're 28 max HP. Okay. Right? 28 max HP. So if we go to 27, there's still that. 28. Okay. So yes, we currently have 28 max HP. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. So if we set my current HP down to like 20. So let's say, what is 10% of 28 would be 2.8. So it should still heal 3 points of health. So maybe if we say, let's actually do this. Let's say, let's increase this. Let's say you do like 50%. Okay, so I should have a max HP of 50. So I have 25 base. So we should have 50 health. So that means it should heal 5 health. So if we take us down to say 40. Wait, is that not right? I think I maybe did that wrong. 25 plus... Oh, wait, no, I was thinking of the wrong... Yeah, see, my brain is very tired. Plus 50% would be 38 health. Okay. Because it rounds up. So yes, if we then go down one more... There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, so what is 10% of 38, which is still 3.8. So it should heal 4 HP. So we should go up to 34 HP. Instead of the 33. Because 33 would have been what we would have before with the 25 HP. Because our base HP is still 25. But then plus 50%. So... if we use the key, it should give us 4 HP because it should be rounding up. But it's probably just going to give us 3, if anything at all. It gave us 1. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, good times. Oh, code problem. Can you at least check that 661 had a value that is not 0? What exactly is the equation having? Oh, I got distracted. Can you explain it again, Lamau? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. So HP plus max HP plus math ceiling, max HP plus max HP percentage divided by 100, shovel percentage divided by 100. That does sound about right. But then I start confusing myself because then I start taking into consideration that we have, I mean, obviously the if and else is not that bad, you know, we're just basically just saying, if this variable is greater than or equal to 0, do this thing, if not, then do this thing. But then it starts kind of coming into a second if else, excuse me, a second if else statement in here, which is saying, where is it? Yeah, which is then saying if 661 is greater than or equal to 0, then do this thing, else do that thing. Which I could just add to the code there. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get it. But yeah, it's round about this time that I should probably be wrapping up any JavaScript stuff, because I'm just, my brain just starts getting to the point where I'm just like, I look at it, I read through it, and I can literally read through it like 5 or 6 times, and I can be like, okay, here's what's happening. And then my brain just, like, it literally, I will be, as I'm actually reading what is going on in the code, my brain is just like, sure, It's good times, very good times. But on the bright side, we are just about done with this. We're just about done with the perk card, because we do have all of this stuff working technically, except for the, and the monster spawning. We do need to get that. Shake by the shoulders. You need to split this up into JavaScript variables for easier reading. It's true, I really do. I really, really do. One of these days. Honestly, what I need to do is I should probably have another... I need to have it actually store the actual max HP in a different variable that is actually based on perks and stuff, so that when I go to reference the max HP later, I don't have to then go in and manually every single time say, hey, what's the max HP based off of this perk? That way I just have like one set, like, actual unit of truth. I should probably do that. I should probably do that so I'm not having to do this every single time. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do. Not tonight, because my brain is very much so fried. So that's not gonna happen tonight. Yeah. And then we will then get the monsters in the gemstone spawning in the tomb based on the perks as well, which should also be a huge help. Yeah, should be a good time. I think we're probably going to call it there, though. I don't think I'm going to do really much more on this tonight, and I definitely would not be able to go in and reconstruct how the spawning of the gemstones and the monsters are going to work in the tomb, and that's going to require a lot of JavaScript. And then at that point, we would then just be picking up a new perk card, and I don't want to do that until we actually get the other perk card finished. I was thinking we're just going to do this one more, and then I think we're going to avoid perk cards for the next little bit, and we're going to start working on other stuff that needs working on. So, yeah. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep, because my brain is very much so done. Very much so done. But I do appreciate everybody for hanging out, for chatting. I do appreciate the helps with the codes. It always is very helpful, even though sometimes it does just kind of go over my head. It is still very helpful, so I do appreciate it. But yeah, I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of their evenings. If anybody has any suggestions on who we should go raid, let me know. But if not, I will we'll just take a look and see who's live right now and just kind of see who we should raid. So anyway, all right. Well, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings or mornings, days, wherever it may be in this world. I will see you all on the Thursday stream. So until then, good luck, take care, and yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye.